Welcome to Champagne Football Lemonade Banter. This season is brought to you by the Lightweight Athletic Club.
Whatever you're watching us on, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Right, welcome back to the Champagne Football Show. We have an upgrade from Gary here in Claudio Fabiano, and we are joined today by two of Parramatta's over 35s players, Justin Biega and Travis Oughtred. How are you, gents?
Yeah, good mate. How are you?
Good, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. You didn't have a game at the weekend?
No, we didn't. It was washed out.
Shame.
Round off?
Yeah.
Your pitch looks immaculate.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Would it have been on if you were at home?
We offered to move it to ours, but they didn't want to do it.
Shitting themselves? Oh, by the way, Granville Reach, you're terrified to play Parrammata.
Oh, is that who you were playing, Granville?
Yeah.
Surely they're down the road, aren't they?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So they called it off and you guys would have been fine.
They called off the kids and everything just to
Yeah,
make
the
sure
whole
the
game.
first. Yeah. And there was no water at all.
Nah. Pitch looked pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, because yours is incredible. Like, you sent me a picture of the video at the start of the season and it looks brilliant. Man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
It still looks
Because
the same.
traditionally that would chop up. Parramatta used to chop up pretty
Very
early.
thick. Yeah, very thick. They cut it shorter this year, but they've just got full dedication now, like
Good.
facilities and everything. It's
That's
good.
great.
What they're doing is good.
Very good.
Have you training off it, I assume?
Yeah, we'll do most Thursdays like a light session on it for about an hour. That's it. So most of it's not on the pitch, but yeah, we'll do a little bit of on it on a
So
Thursday.
where do you train now, when like on a Tuesday or a whatever other night it is?
Princess Park around the back of Auburn. So it's literally behind the field you've got the river, and behind that you've got Princess Park. So
Okay. Grass as well?
yeah,
Yeah, brilliant, man.
yeah. So
Good, man.
like for like.
Brilliant. So what did you do then? Weekend off?
I worked.
How exciting!
We had it was my partner's Nen's birthday in Kiama, so we went down there yesterday. So it was nice. It was
Nice,
good.
man.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's about it. Pretty chill.
How was your weekend, mate? What did you do?
I was busy, man. We had our game. Well, I still say like our game. It is still your game
Still
as
my
well. On Saturday, good win for the boys.
Yeah.
And then what did I do yesterday? Fuck, I can't even remember. It was a chill day though. It was a chill weekend.
Yeah,
It
nice.
was good.
Sometimes they're nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly.
Class.
When you play football, you know how it is, man. When you play football, you hardly get a weekend after.
That's
that,
it.
You know
You
what
just
I mean?
You don't know what to do with
grinding
yourself.
away.
Yeah.
Sitting chopping at the bit for like something to happen in your day because you're so used to football.
That's what we were saying. We were saying before, right? Like, we don't know how, a lot of people just go to work and go home, and it's sort of like, for us, we're just grinding away non-stop, and then you have this weekend off, you just like sit, what the hell, man? What the hell? Yeah. You just go nuts.
Wait till you have kids, mate.
It's so funny because that's what, even though I'm going to games now, it's not like when you were playing, I had to like eat at a certain time and I'd try and have a nap before a game and it was like the full day.
Yeah.
Whereas now I can get up on Saturday morning, I'll go to the gym, Emma and I will go and do something, and then it's like, I'll go now.
Yeah.
Whereas before it
Yeah.
was like
It takes up
so
your whole day.
overwhelming. Aye.
Yeah.
Regimented,
so that's
yeah.
nice. I'm enjoying
Like
that.
the week before, we played Sydney on a Friday night. And fuck, I forgot how good Friday nights are. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like you wake up Saturday,
Yeah.
you got a full 48-hour weekend. This is what normal people have, but it's so nice.
This is what
man.
normal people get every week.
I'm a big fan of Friday night games. I think it's great.
Oh, so many more clubs should do it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like it's...
I think it's got pros and cons. I think that socially it's brilliant in terms of for the teams, but I do think that it will start to take its toll if it was a regular thing. Just because people have busy days and heavy jobs, it becomes quite like for someone that's potentially on the tools all day, every Friday knowing that they need to finish at 3, drive to whatever it is to play it, like it becomes hard on the body, man.
Yeah.
I agree, actually. I always felt like if I can get that rest Friday night into Saturday and then be fully fresh for Saturday night game, because when we were at Druitt, they did the Friday night games for the first time, and it's just a punish, man. Like, you just all week,
Yeah.
and then you're looking forward to that break. And
Well, here's one for you actually, because do you think match day -1 training is a thing? We just added it because we got promoted, like so we were always 2 times a week up until now.
Yeah.
And then they added the match day -1 now, and like, I feel the lads have been a bit like it's good. You get together, you do a bit of tactic, but you wake up feeling that tiny bit heavy on match day.
I think so, yeah. How are you finding it?
Yeah, like it's fine, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was nice last year. Like we were in the rhythm of just having that day off, and you wake up Saturday, you feel fresh as.
Yeah.
I think it's different if you're pro and you're training early in the day, match day -1, and then you got physios and masseuse and all that shit. Whereas for us, like you do it late at night and then your game's in the afternoon on a Saturday. It's a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Like you're into the Gaz more would be good to ask about this.
Guys, don't ask me, mate. I know fuck all.
I know. I think we actually consulted Gaz. I think Gaz is a big fan of matchday -1.
They do sessions on a Friday. At Sutherland. Look, I think it's got a place. I think that it really depends on the details on a Friday. So for me, Friday should just be details. It should be really light.
1 hour.
But it's details. It's get a wee feel of the ball. You might do a wee bit of passing, a wee bit of finishing for our set pieces. But it shouldn't be a lot on the legs.
No.
We did that a lot in New Zealand, like that game before. Sorry, the training before the weekend. It was it's just all tactics, like set piece. Go through all that sort of stuff. So it worked out really well.
Yeah, that's good. The place for it. And then it just kind of makes the match day smoother. But what do I know? Looking quickly, the weekend biggest moments, right? For me, so I'm going to ask you all for a highlight of the weekend, right? So if you haven't watched the game here, you're a fuck. So, did you see Masio Vecchio's goal for Wolves?
Gorgeous goal.
Slow
Oh
motion.
my god, man! To hit that first time, the tackles was incredible.
Unbelievable, man.
So he's getting mine.
I rate it. I did see it. It's good actually. They post like kind of a highlight from every game they've been posting, especially in the NPL. I got to go with UNSW for ours. 5-0. 5-0 is a big result. You don't win many 5-0s, so to be still kind of newly promoted and win 5-0 at home, that's my highlight.
You've stolen both mine, so I'm sort of stuck. You bastard. I'd probably see the SD Raiders result as positive, right? You're starting to see a lot of the guys, the 3 clubs in the bottom now are guys that have always been at the top. And you're starting to, I like it when the new clubs rise and then the ones who need to sort their stuff out. Like I'm not surprised that those 3 are where they are. So the SD Raiders is good to see the momentum, and then it's also interesting to see what's developing in MPL1, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Look, to be fair, you can't go past that Techers.
Yes.
It was... Ask him to do it again 1,000 times, probably won't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't hit it. That's, I know, it's tough.
With that pressure with...
because Josip actually moved fairly well in goal and didn't get near it, man.
Was it a winner? Did it turn out to be the winner or something? Or
That was the equaliser.
the equaliser, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Bad though.
And then this is something that I was been meaning to bring up for the past few weeks. So obviously on here, sorry, before I go there, our referee at the weekend was very good.
Yeah.
I give referees a hard time, right? I give them a very hard time.
I think we all do.
I thought at the weekend the referee was great.
I thought it was a simple game to referee though.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I mean? Like I actually thought, and we're going to probably get into our game a little bit later, but I thought St. George, they didn't really get very physical, which you think, I don't know, I've always been, this, it's kind of like if you're losing 2-0, 3-0, it's like you just kick someone. At this point, like lift something, smack someone, get the boys up. They didn't really do that to us, so I don't think there were many decisions for the ref to make.
Yeah, there wasn't, but I just felt that he...
But it was good, I guess.
So flow, because it's not often you go through a game and you don't notice the referee. I don't think you really noticed him at all.
No, that's a good sign.
And that was, for me,
true.
so I do give them a hard time, so I thought it was only right that I turned around and said the referee we had in the weekend.
That's good by you.
Wonderful,
That's nice, man. That's good.
Thank you.
You smashed them last week.
You're not playing anymore, right?
Now the flip side though. A few weeks ago, Bankstown City played Mount Druitt, or Western City Rangers. Western City Rangers equalised when they had 12 players on the pitch.
No way.
Yes.
What
do you mean?
How did that happen?
So I've been meaning to. I was told this the day after the game, and I just completely forgot to bring it up. Right.
Oh.
So someone went down injured, and then they made 2 substitutions.
Okay.
And one of the substitutions went off, and the other one was the injured player. But then when play resumes,
Calls him back
the
on.
injured player goes back on,
No.
and then obviously they've made the 2 subs. So they've got 12 players on the pitch.
And they kept playing with 12?
So they scored, and then obviously they've realised what's happened,
Oh, okay.
and they didn't. They said that what was it, that the extra man didn't impact the play
No.
or something along those
Oh,
lines.
how can you measure that?
Well, it's like our game the other week when I got sent off.
What did you do?
What did you
Yeah,
get
what did you do again? Share.
Retaliation, I'll call it. Retaliation. The referee actually used me coming off as a substitution. So we only made 4 subs in the game. So we finished the game with 9 players because one of our players went down and popped his shoulder out.
Right.
So they wouldn't let us make another sub because he thought me coming off was
One
a
of your-
substitution.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for the last 30 minutes, we had 9 players
You
on the
had 9
field.
for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just won the
thanks.
game, didn't you?
Yeah, still won
Yeah,
3-1.
they actually couldn't. Yeah, they couldn't score when we had the 9.
Yeah.
And they scored prior. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so it's the same sort of thing, like just use my standing off as a substitution.
As a sub, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I think he then realised and went, look, I made a
Sorry,
mistake.
guys.
Yeah.
And it was all right to admit it because it didn't impact the game in that way.
Did Bankstown win that game as well?
Euro scored in the 93rd minute.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
2-1.
So surely if they didn't win it, they would have tried it.
Uproar.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
would have tried to get the points.
It would have been like Dully all over again from last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, man.
Oh, that was your game, wasn't it? Yeah.
Still stressful, man. Still stressful.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Right, let's get into MPL1 from the weekend. We'll start with Friday night. Sydney FC versus Apia. It looked like the Jack Stewart show.
Jackie
call
boy.
that?
It's a good
2
play.
goals.
Yeah, but the first one, he sent the boy, like, did you see the first goal? He's received it in and took a touch round the corner with the outside of his right foot, right?
Yeah.
And the centre back, mate, is like face planted.
Really?
Like, actually face planted, man.
Is that the one he wrapped top
And
mid?
he's came back in and put it top corner.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
nice.
And then obviously he scored the 2 goals in the first half to give Apia what looked like quite a comfortable victory.
Mm.
I say comfortable, but Ollie Kalat's made a save at nothing each.
Okay.
That again potentially impacts the outputs after. But very comfortable win for Apia. Sydney FC interesting, losing 2-0 back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Suppose Apia's
I guess last week's one, the red was... That was a big moment in the game. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
saw it. It was the poor kid. And he got 0 games, right? He was back this
He
week.
would play at the weekend, yeah, which was
good.
happy to see.
That was good.
About that.
But Apia's a tough, Apia's
Yeah, it's a
tough,
hard
tough
Yeah.
team. What I think everyone's talking about Sydney United, but Apia also have this crazy record. The last 6 games, I think they've.
Yeah,
I know they've won every game in March. I saw them put that up. So
they've won 6. I think I've got the league tables open here somewhere.
yeah, they've
And
been
got
they've
Apia.
been solid.
They got Timber back as well. I feel like that's really solidified them at the back.
Massive
He's their rock.
Well, there you go, 5 wins in a row as well for
Yeah,
them.
form guides on.
Yeah, yeah. So they, I think it's good for them that all the eyes are on United at the moment. I still think Apia are the standout team.
Yeah, I think
They're
that
just
that's
stacked.
we talk about it every week, but you look at like the quality that they can bring off their bench, like it's shambolic.
Yeah.
Like you look at their 5 might start for the majority of other teams,
Yeah.
and you can't say that about most
Particularly
teams.
their front 3 or 4, right? They can swap that for the second 3 or 4. And
It's a nightmare for a
yeah.
defender, right? 20
Then
minutes, 30
you've
minutes.
got, like,
Yeah.
so we go through. You've got Presley Ortiz, Constable, Jack Stewart. You've got
So those
Segreto.
3 that you just said didn't play us in pre-season,
Yes,
but they
they-
still had a good 3 up front.
Yeah,
They
so
still
you've
had
got
like a
Segreto there.
Yeah.
Louis Jordan's there.
Yeah.
Ben Mead's there.
You got Max Court coming
Max
off the
Court's
bench.
coming off the
Yeah.
bench.
yeah.
Oscar Gonzalez am I meeting that as well? Oscar Gonzalez
It's
as
a
well?
it's a great one from Franco to manage that.
Oh,
right?
of course.
Like,
Yeah,
to
it's
convince
a lot.
everyone
Yeah.
to
yeah.
know their place, and now the
100%.
cup's
Yeah.
coming up, so I'm sure they'll rotate. But that's a job in itself.
Oh,
He's obviously done that really well.
100%, man.
Yeah.
We'll jump straight on the other academy side. Western Sydney Wanderers, who lost 1-0 to Marconi. It looked like it could have been a lot more,
Oh really?
to be honest. Marco Jesic scored in the 17th minute. The Wanderers were caught playing out. Vidakovic gave the ball away, turned over, Jesic finished. But then they've had umpteen chances, and that's just in the highlights, which obviously tends to miss a lot.
Yeah.
But it looked like a very, very comfortable 1-0 for Marconi, who also have started the season pretty well. Like I suppose you expect it from them,
Yeah.
but they've gone. They obviously who beat Marconi?
Sydney FC.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then
we
us
drew
the
to
following
them.
week,
Yeah.
and then they've just managed to put that behind them and on a same points as Apia, which you'd expect. And it's St George have fallen away obviously after their result, which we will get to.
You know what I like about Marconi? When we played them in that draw, Adamo was on commentary.
Yeah.
And he said to me before the game, he's like, they lost to Sydney last week, and then they played us and they didn't change the lineup.
Yeah.
And they drew against us in a game which we could have won, I think,
Yeah.
you know. And he didn't change the lineup again. And that's the one thing. I don't think they've changed the lineup unless they have an injury or a red card.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I think pays off for them over the course of a season.
Yeah.
He's like, they're always so defensively solid. They're back four, and they've obviously got a new keeper now, but they just stick with the same personnel and it works for them. They end up putting together all these wins in a row. I think that's valuable.
Continuity, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It's something that's you don't see
No.
at any level of football much anymore.
No.
Yeah.
There's always rotations of some kind.
Yeah.
So to have that, I think that you look at the teams of years gone by, you knew what the starting 11 was going to be every single week for certain teams.
Yeah.
You knew
Whereas
your
now-
place. Yeah.
Now it's just
Yeah.
it's random almost week to week.
Yeah.
Next game is your highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, boys.
UNSW
That was
versus St George. So we'll just play these highlights and we'll kind of chat about it as we go through.
I wish we filmed the other way, at our home ground. It would look so
The
much better.
stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're decent. There's always a decent turnout, but it just looks
It looks empty.
it looks empty from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Let's see how this played out. Oh, it's just counter-attack first goal, isn't it?
First goal.
He's been good, huh?
Trying
Hard.
hard,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good. Puff does really well here.
He
But then
needed-
here, this is terrible defending, eh?
Yeah. He
Like-
took it early here. I was actually surprised that he shot so early.
Looks like old mate's
Yeah,
tripping on
yeah.
water.
A lot of players will like either sky it or play it at the keeper, right?
Yes. Jai needed that, I think. Like his last couple of weeks been a bit quiet.
Yeah.
As much he's got good hype from Football. They love him at Football New South Wales. You know, he's a futsal and all. But
Yeah.
I think he needed to get back on the score sheet. So that was a good one
And
for
I
him.
think that he technically is very, very good.
Yeah.
So when you get into that area, he's comfortable
Yeah.
finishing.
He knows what he's doing.
And even this is a great ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was
The
second
one
goal.
one after.
The one after.
Yeah.
Jack Fulton.
You think Fulton would
He's
score?
blaming the ground though. He's definitely blaming the ground for that finish.
He wouldn't do that.
Jayden swept the cross in. Camera doesn't
Camera
catch
doesn't
it.
catch it.
Ball was too quick. Noah Puffer scored the first of his 2 goals.
To be honest,
Again, it's such poor defending from St George.
Yeah.
Like even for Puff to get in front of that defender there.
And they've got the numbers in there.
Oh,
Yeah, which is very un-St George like, right? Because they usually we were talking before the game in the dressing room about like you expect that they're going to be they can be a bit negative.
Yeah.
They're back 5, but they're
Yeah.
defensively solid, and they weren't. They missed probably Tarek big time,
yeah.
but even that, like the fact that he's free as a bird,
Yeah, there's no one there.
no one else.
Timmy's buzzing, man.
first goal of the club.
I know.
3 years.
Wow.
And I actually liked that goal because it was Emilio
Yeah,
played
left
the
back
cross
to
in,
right back. Yeah,
and the right back or right wing backs managed to
Yeah.
tuck it in.
yeah,
So I think it's testament to the boys in terms of trying to get forward. They're doing their best to get themselves into good positions.
yeah. And then the lads were just very confident from that point on.
Yeah.
It's a
and
great
yeah.
delivery.
it's fun after that. huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the
Wow.
defending though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they collapsed.
Just not scanning at all, are they? Just
I
not
have
picking
no
up the
idea
guy.
where anyone is.
It's wild. It's solid.
It's a very good header though from Puff, to be fair.
Very good. Yeah.
He's thriving. He's really it's good to see.
Yeah. He needed it, you know. Like he's never really played this many games in a row. He's
Yeah.
always in
No,
off the bench, and there's Jayden
good
again.
finish.
Yeah,
It's a good
yeah.
finish, calm finish. Okay.
How old is he?
Jayden?
Yeah.
21.
Is Jayden? I think he's still a teenager.
Oh, I thought it was 21.
I don't think he's 20 yet.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go.
So yeah, he's
I'm
got
pretty sure he's 19.
he's
yeah.
got a lot of potential.
He's got potential,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
As we said, as much as it's incredible for us back-to-back wins, St George looked terrible. Like, and that's to be fair, they had a chance in the first half, and it was nothing each. That doesn't show you in the highlights.
Yeah.
The balls came in and it's bounced, and it's hit it over the crossbar.
Yeah.
And Tristan at the start of the second half has made 2 decent stops.
Yeah.
So they've had moments that, again, moments change games, but they just didn't look like they could be asked.
No, yeah, it
Yeah.
did. It seriously looked like
It
that.
just looked like they didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Just call it now. And
Yeah.
yeah.
That's concerning so early in the season. huh?
100% it is. But taking that away from the boys did very, very well.
Yeah.
I felt sorry again going back to St George. They made a change goalkeeper. So young Franklin Jan was in goal, and he was so exposed.
Yeah.
Like so exposed that you don't need your going in. I think it's his first game he started at St George. He's 19 years old,
Right.
and then you're literally hung out to dry.
And that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Can be lonely placing goals, can't it?
What?
It can be a lonely placing goals.
Very lonely place, mate. Very lonely. Rockdale and Sydney United. Sydney United, by the way.
That's a big result, isn't it? Away at
Huge
Rockdale.
result. Huge result. And it, again, it looked relatively comfortable for them. Rockdale, again from highlights, it doesn't show you a hell of a lot, right? But they didn't have any big chances. Speranza came closest. Pavs made a save from Giorgio Speranza. But that was really all you saw until the goal. Glassett scored for Sydney United. Farah Coco with a good finish. I liked his celebration.
I was
He's a
going to
good
say he
player.
went up to the crowd. I was like, that's wild. Yeah. What are you doing? They're going to kill you.
Literally ran straight across, man. I was
Right.
buzzing with it. I thought it was brilliant from him.
Yeah.
He's such a good little player.
Yeah, he's decent.
Very
Yeah.
good.
It was an interesting one because the tail end of last year, he was scoring goals like mad goals, like from
That man,
25 yards, 30 yards, just hitting them and they were going in. And then he had a very quiet championship with Sydney United.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
get much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now he seems to be getting back in and just kind of finding his rhythm again, which is
We-
good to see.
He hit that nice winner, that free kick a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
right? That was
Last
great.
minute,
Yeah,
Sydney
that was
FC.
great. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting when you look at the table because I honestly thought the championship teams would struggle.
Yeah.
Olympic
With the
struggling,
load, yeah.
but like those top three are championship teams, and it's interesting. Sydney United, especially, like that's why I thought you guys round one would do them because in the championship they were bad, man.
Yeah.
They were very bad.
They got their whole back line back, right? That was a big one. There's 3 or 4 lads that didn't play championship.
Yeah.
True, yeah,
Vasilica and McGing
yeah,
Yeah.
were all out.
makes
for
a
the championship.
difference. That's true. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
And then what do you think of the keeper signing? Because obviously Vedran
Pavicic.
is very experienced, but so Vedran's down number 2?
No, Vegas.
Oh, he's left.
He's done.
He's
Oh, he left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not there anymore. Pav's a good goalkeeper, very good goalkeeper. He was at Central Coast Mariners,
Yeah.
so he knows kind of been about that setup. I think that for me it was just a strange time because they've won the first 8 games, right? So Veg has played round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, and then he gets dropped after round 5.
After 5 wins.
After as a goalkeeper, you've won 5
Wow.
games. You're thinking in your head,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pavlicic has obviously went in, and Pavlic's young, he's 20 or 21 years old, so
Okay.
obviously bigger picture.
So you can sign a player because he's from the A-League or something, because he's a free agent?
No, so he was number 2.
Oh, he was there already?
Yeah.
Okay, all
So
right.
they signed him for the start of the season, and he was on the bench for the first however many games.
So they obviously wanted him to.
Take him through.
Yeah,
And then Veggie
yeah.
started well, the club are doing well, so they've
Yeah,
obviously
interesting.
decided to part ways after Pav being given a chance.
That's the
To be
most
fair, the young man's
Sydney
done well.
United
Yeah.
thing I've ever heard of. Oh man.
But yeah, it's kind of done well. But yeah, a bit of a surprise for me that it looked so comfortable for United at Rockdale, because it's normally quite a tough game.
Did you ever think about doing a podcast before we did Champagne Football?
Absolutely not.
No?
Nah.
Oh, I had a couple of podcasts, but for me, the biggest time waster was always trying to find the mics. I went through it 4 different types of mics, spent a fortune.
I think try to find the mics, hoping that the mics worked, because
Aye.
we used to record full podcasts,
Yep.
and obviously some of them never worked because the mics didn't connect.
And then there's the editing afterwards.
Aye, which I wouldn't have had a clue how to do.
Just time consuming, but I think nowadays everything's so much easier. You've got LSE Studios who, we shoot the whole podcast in this studio, which has got a lounge sofa, 2 small sofas, all the personalised backing set for us.
Yeah, mics are set up. All you need to do really is bring an SD card.
Your idea.
Aye.
And then if you wanted a smaller one, you've got the studio one room.
And
in
the
corner.
lounge
It's
is
a bit more
comfy
like
as.
Joe Rogan-y style.
Uh-huh.
And then you've got the lounge room, which is more chilled out. So, 3 studios, big one, small one, chilled one, ID, SD card, and then you just go up the road and you get your full episode
I
sent
know.
to you.
It's mad. And
Brilliant.
the ease at which it's done is perfect.
Aye,
man.
lsestudios.com.au. I would definitely check them out. We've actually got a link in our bio, so click that if you want to check out the studios and get your podcast started.
And I'll be a guest.
Momentum. They're flying.
Yeah.
It's powerful, man.
Yeah.
Sutherland versus Manly. Big result that for Sutherland.
They're in Stratham.
What?
They're in strife. Manly's in. It's just,
Yeah.
it's sad. It's sad. I don't know. Anyways, I've got my opinion. We'll
So you were Manly a long time, right?
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah,
5 years.
yeah. So
When did you leave?
2020. So that COVID year.
Okay.
I went to Druitt, big money signing. I got Marco at training. I reckon he says it every second training. He goes, I can't believe you drove to Druitt every single week. I can't believe you moved. But it was kind of at that period as well with Manly where we had sort of, I don't know, we'd had that success.
Yeah.
Things were changing. The club was changing a little bit. So timing was okay.
When were you guys in that final against Blacktown? Was that after?
The one where the grand final.
Yeah, they went.
That was 2 years. That was when Griff was head coach. So that was 2 or 3 years after I left. I think.
remember that game at Parrammata.
Yeah. And that was. I mean, they did well that year.
Yeah.
But that was probably the end of it, right?
Yeah. Since then, it's been a.
Yeah. He got the best out of that group, and then Jimmy Oates left, and Sayer left, and then they sort of haven't been able to. Bruno left. Bruno went back to Brazil.
Yeah. He was good.
He was very good.
Yeah,
he was very good. So it's just seeing them, what's happening. It's anyways,
That's what it is.
it is what it is. Yeah,
They're a young team, aren't they?
very young.
Very young.
Almost it's a bit naive. I feel like it's a little bit just the path forward or the planning from the club. It's a little bit naive. But anyways, it's good to see Sutho. I mean, I live in the Shire now, so
Yeah, okay.
yeah, go Sutho.
That's him trying to get another move, you know what I mean? Big result for Sutherland, back-to-back wins for them. Riley Hollandale scored from the corner, straight in. I think the keeper needs to do better.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he comes into his front post and just doesn't get the ball. But then I spoke to Gary obviously about it, and he says that looking at the game as a whole, he thought Sutherland were in control of the majority of the first half, but neither team really created a lot. The second half started really flat. Nizic did a big save to make in the 65th minute, and then Tariq Maya scored the second goal with 15 to go. And Gary said after that it could have been 3 or 4. He was like they were just on it was almost calm. He said he felt they were quite nervy at 1-0. So once that second goal went in, it was almost like we're free to go and play now.
Go play now.
Did you see Nicholas Olsen when Lockie McDonald's hit his shot for the goal?
No.
It looked like he was celebrating early. He's done like a proper. I think he's tried to get the ball and tripped. So he's done a forward roll as Lockie McDonald hits the ball and goes in the goal. It's funny, man.
Brilliant.
Poor Nick.
Big win for them.
St George versus Spirit. Big result for Spirit. I think that we were talking about St George, obviously incredible start to the season. They won their first 6 games.
Yeah. They didn't even concede a goal.
Didn't
for-
concede.
didn't concede a goal.
Yeah.
But I think it was always what was going to happen when they were playing a big boy, let's say.
Yeah.
So last week was the first test with Marconi, and Marconi came out on top, and they played last year's champions in my opinion, Spirit.
Yeah.
They conceded 3, not scored. Now it's how they respond really moving forward. I mean, don't get me wrong, their starts put them in a great position.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of now it's interesting to see where they'll go because obviously Raf's in charge, a young coach.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to how it will kind of weigh up now.
I'm not super surprised because I think even against us, I think we didn't punish them early on.
Oh yeah,
We should have,
scored
2
goals.
off the line. We should have. Yeah. And a better team, I dare say, like a team with a bit more experience, a bit more firepower up front, would punish some of those mistakes they were making against us.
Yeah.
So I'm not super surprised that they've dropped some points because they're a good side, but like you said, they're playing Marconi, Spirit. These teams have done it now for a few years. So I'm not super surprised at the result, but good start from them.
Because the first goal was who scored the first goal? Yoshida, but there was a 50-yard pass genuinely that's on the ground,
Right.
that put them through 1-on-1.
Brilliant.
And you're thinking the ball cannot travel 50 yards on the ground.
Some passer.
Yeah.
Brady Smith.
Yeah.
So obviously she does put Spirit in front. Petratos with a free kick. Good free kick to be fair. Seb was unlucky in goal for St George, but it's a great finish. And actually on that there was a boy. It's Kota Toyuka was in the wall for St George. You would be furious. about like he literally
Ducks? Or-
moves out the way. So,
No.
like
You're kidding.
I'll see if I can get it very, very quickly. But he kills the keeper, like
Yeah.
properly kills the keeper with his movement in the free kick. St George.
Trav would be ropeable
Yeah.
if we considered like that.
I don't know. We never put me in the wall, and I have to just sort of watch what unfolds with our ones. So
Yeah.
it's just, can you pull me in the wall? Or I don't mind getting hit, man.
So
It's
like,
not many
so
brain
this,
cells there.
just on the pass, right? This is the pass for the opening goal here.
It's a great drive.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I mean, it's a good play.
It's a great pass.
Yeah,
but I
it's a
mean,
great
you can't
pass.
imagine you're the centre back there.
You wouldn't be happy, no, of course.
Yeah,
But
you
he's
can't do that.
Ropeable.
yeah.
Oh, we've missed the second goal. So look at this player
Oh,
on the
yeah.
outside of the wall here. Wait a minute, right. On the side closest to us, he doesn't want it straight away. Look at him.
Oh my days.
Oh no!
Just watch him. He literally, but as he's lining up, you can tell he doesn't want the ball to hit him. This boy on the outside. Look at him. He looks terrified.
You know what that is?
Turns in.
Oh, he goes behind the wall.
It literally hides.
That's the Homer Simpson going into the plan.
That is. But, so I watched it twice just to see.
Oh,
What's
you
he
can't,
doing,
you can't
man?
do that. You can't.
Nah,
do
you
that.
can't. So,
Yeah, that's.
Quota, no more defensive walls for you, please.
They're another one though. I'll say while we're watching that game, they've done a great job with their ground this season.
Oh, yeah.
The lads were saying they got proper groundsmen there every
Barton
day.
Park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barton. They're looking after it very well.
Yeah,
It's
that was bad last year.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I
it?
remember
yeah,
seeing some of
yeah.
the videos going, oh.
bad last year, but it's a pleasure to play on that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice. And I think that the whole setup's really nice. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a beautiful place. They've done
Yeah.
done great work to put it together.
We'll revisit
Um,
that thought come around 25. See how it looks there.
We'll see. Exactly.
Caden Wright came close for St George. He had a header that came back off the crossbar. But Savros Serpis scored with 10 minutes to go
Okay.
to make it 3-0. Wolves and Olympic, another team that kind of was touted at the beginning that was going to be a hard year for them in terms of a lack of experience, of changes made at the top, etc. And to be fair, they started the season pretty well. I think the first two was a win and a draw.
Yeah.
And we thought maybe, we could be wrong. But now it just looks like they are in a bit of a slump. And even the second goal that they conceded at the weekend is something that, you know, that way things are just going against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked to be like that. The crosses come in and the defenders try to intercept it. It's deflected up and over the keeper.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it just seems like nothing's really going for them just now, which is worrying for Sydney Olympic.
Yeah,
It's hard to pull yourselves out of those ruts where
Yeah,
it's just.
especially when you don't have a good group of experience. And don't get me wrong, Ziggy Gordon's there.
Yeah.
They've got a wee bit more. I can't think of who else. But there's a very, very young squad.
Yeah.
Very young.
Have you been reading on on Facebook the supporters? Have you been reading that?
I've seen the release statements and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. It seems messy, right?
Seems messy.
Right.
Yeah. My missus has got me in the habit now of going through comments, like just scrolling through comments. So I'm going down these rabbit holes.
An hour passing, you know everything about Sydney Olympic.
Hey, that's on Facebook, it's true.
But now, but yeah, I've been reading some of that, and it seems pretty interesting, very political, right? It's another sad one, man. Like Olympic were always, they were,
Big club, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know the situation with the previous owner or board or whatever it is, but I heard something like whether it's an owner or board or whatever, they're still in charge of Olympic in the championship. Did you hear about this?
Oh no.
So I heard from someone that someone's walked out. A few people walked out, right, after the championship, but they're going to be back when Olympic go into the championship again because they've got that license for the two. So there's like Sydney Olympic, the championship club, and Sydney Olympic, the MPL club.
Right, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I think there's a few people that have just put all the eggs in like September time.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And then have left them to kind of fend for themselves in this MPL season. That's what I heard.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
that's
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah, it's a dangerous.
Yeah.
Because
play.
Come championship, they could find themselves in a world of trouble.
Absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
That's the reality waiting
Yeah.
off for then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they can kind of pull things together. As we spoke about already, Masio Vecchio with an outrageous strike to draw Wolves level, and then Sebastian Hernandez is getting credited with the goal, but it took a massive deflection before it's found its way in the back of the net.
Same thing happened for him against us. It was a massive deflection over Tris.
Yeah, it was.
They'll get a lot of points there at Wollongong at Macedonia Park.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
will.
they're good there.
Yeah,
They know how to
just
play
a
a
big
thick grass. They know how to
physical-
play
yeah,
it.
they know how to
Yeah.
play
So
it.
they moved away from win. No
Yeah.
more win.
No more
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
And then we will look at Blacktown City versus SC Raiders. This is the second game we'll watch, but this looked like a really good game.
Yeah.
Really good game. Very open and end to end.
How's Landon holding out?
You've got to do something about that.
Yeah,
pitch.
it's bad, eh?
How long's it been in?
Oh, a while, yeah.
I thought it's illegal to have it that long.
Mitch Malia with an opener for Blacktown after 8 minutes.
He's still doing it for him.
Good
eh?
finish, to be fair.
Yeah.
Think he meant it, the bounce hitting the ground?
No, I don't know. He looks like he falls back.
There's nearly more rubber on that than Spartans.
Oh, no, it's not possible. And to be fair, they weren't behind for long.
Yeah.
Bad fortune here,
Yeah.
but
Oh, wow.
no,
Oof.
easy, good
Oi.
finish. Keeper,
Yeah.
interesting. He stays really low there with the bouncing ball.
Mm.
Good start to the game. 10 minutes, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, it stays very,
Yeah.
very deep.
Finish from Noah just to
Yeah.
left foot.
And then it just looked like it was a basketball game, to be honest.
Okay.
That makes
What a
the
strike
highlights.
this is, by the way. What a strike.
Oh, wow. Route 1.
1v3.
Try to play the
Touch.
outside.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, great touch.
Yeah.
Poor decision, though, there.
Yeah.
Very poor decision to try and score from there.
Yeah.
Mm.
This is on like a 2-minute spell, though.
It's truth. Yeah.
Are they still playing a back 3 there, Blacktown? Because they played that for years, didn't they?
Yeah,
Back
they
3,
did.
I remember.
I'm not sure what they're doing this year.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's all over the place, right?
Yeah. It's very disorganised.
Mm.
Decent stop there from Caden Headless and goal.
Mm. He's quite young too, I think.
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, it's truth.
Oh.
Ugh.
How'd this one finish, Chaz?
2-1.
2-1? Mm.
James Letter here.
Oh, it's
Oh,
good for
wow.
Matter to score, yeah.
Good finish.
Yeah, very good finish.
Good on him.
Not saving that.
I probably would have caught it.
Oh, my days. Yeah, with your teeth.
Big first day, 2 wins in a row as well for them.
Yeah, and then even the second half looked to be very open.
Mm.
It's a decent delivery, that, by the way.
Just
It's a
asking for.
horrible ball for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball just gets stuck under your feet there.
Yeah.
Well, Lucas did well.
They still got a couple players, Blacktown, though, from like
Yeah,
that have been there for years, no? Like,
Trav Major and
Trav's there. Is
Malia.
O'Brien still there? Or
yes, but I think he's still
He's-
coming back from injury.
Yeah, he
Okay.
had
Yeah.
that big
It's like-
injury.
Big save here.
Marley is there.
Didn't
Malia's,
notice
yeah.
about it.
Like
Good save, yeah.
That was, yeah.
he's a player that could just score you a goal out of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Jack O'Brien getting back, it'd be massive for them.
Yeah.
Mm.
So unfortunate there.
There's another
Michael's
one,
not
another
playing?
midfielder I think we were
What?
trying to
Michael's
get.
not playing?
Adam Berry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting for SC Raiders. So they, when you're asking about Fig, they 2 weeks last week they made a change and put Will Lucas in goal, and obviously they won the game and he's kept his spot and
Yeah.
he's done well again.
Who's this, sorry?
Will Lucas in goal for ST Raiders.
Oh, no more Fig.
Yeah, so Fig was on the bench.
Oh, okay.
And again, it's
You can't
it's
change your
always-
winning lineup, can you?
That's it. Like he's done well, got the opportunity, and they get 3 points. So
Yeah.
you're not going to make a change again.
No, of course.
But yeah, so
It's changed the table a bit, hasn't it?
it certainly has.
Yeah, you would never expect to see those 3 clubs down the
No.
bottom, would you?
Yeah.
No.
Bottom three
And
being-
five
And
losses
look,
in a row.
form guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even. Well, they are competing, but yeah.
Yeah, so the bottom 3 now we've got Sydney Olympic, Blacktown City, and Manly.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as you say, the form guides are hard to look at for them. So they've all got their 4 or 5 points in the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah.
Last 5 they've struggled. SC Raiders have jumped up to 13th. Then when our wins obviously took us ahead of St George into 11th, which is a lot better viewing for us than the last few weeks.
Yeah, no, of course. It's good. And like, look at that. Blacktown's got St George City next. That'll be an interesting game. St George.
But you look at Manly.
Bad losses in a row.
Is that they've only scored 4 goals this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
It's just a bit
You're not scoring goals.
4 goals.
Yeah.
toothless up
Wow.
top, aren't they?
Look at us, true to form, 13 and 13.
Yeah. It's always been like that, hasn't it? Scored plenty.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Who was in goals last year for you?
Some arsehole. We'll jump on to MPL2 quickly, a little roundup of what's happening down there. Spartans with a big win, beat Central Coast Mariners 4-1. Interesting for Spartans because they're just kind of quietly going about their business, keeping under the radar, but picking up some good points. Northern Tigers drew again. Back-to-back draws, they drew 2
Jets
each.
away, but right, that's
Yeah,
never an
no.
easy game.
But Jets away.
But they lost a lot of their boys. A lot of them are
Yeah.
playing A-League now.
Jets,
Yeah.
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 Hustle Zagreb and Hakoah drew 1 each, which is probably not a good point for either.
Yeah.
Hills, Inter Lions picked up their first point of the season. They drew by Hills, nothing each.
Oh, they're on 1 point.
Jeez,
Yeah, 1 point mate from 8 games.
Wow.
They're with that side as well. They're, I don't know. What's going on? That side's not.
I've been told that, and I've got 7 or 8 injuries
Okay.
at
really?
the start of the season, which then put them in a. But then 1 point from 8 games is tough, and it's surprising because Hills have been doing pretty well. They're sitting 5th, so it's a hard team to pick up your first point against, really.
Yeah.
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 Prospect and Canterbury Bankstown drew 1 each. Bulls lost 1-0 to Dulwich Hill.
That's also their first win, isn't it? Dulwich Hill.
Yes, it is
That's their
their
first win.
So that's them on 5 points.
Yeah.
Bankstown City Lions beat Antonio Penn for a second week in a row, giving the 1-0 win against MacArthur Rams. And Rydomere beat Western City Rangers 4-1. MPL3, Patrick Antelme scoring more goals. The Mounties beat Camden 4-2. Interesting here, right? Zach Kyle plays for Camden. Scored for Camden and scored 2 own goals.
I
I
saw,
saw that.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
3 goals.
just wanted his name. Yeah,
What was that?
What a guy.
I was so
Took the match ball.
curious. So curious as to what's happened. Obviously, I have no idea.
They got to film these games.
But I just literally saw his name come up 3 times. So when it shows you, if you go into the game and dribble,
Yeah.
it just shows you goal
Red.
scorer.
Yeah.
And it says Kyle own goal, and then it 2 times, and I was like, surely not.
It's like black ball, red ball, red ball. Like,
Yeah, literally 3 goals. So who knows what's happened there? Dunbar beat Central Coast United 5-1. 5 different goal scorers there.
They're really struggling, aren't they, Central Coast?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an interesting one. And Bonnyrig was the other result I thought was quite a...
They found their feet.
Yeah, they seem to
Yeah.
be doing alright. They beat Gladeville Ride Magic 3-1 away from home,
Okay.
which is big for them. Inner West and Fraser Park finished nothing each year, obviously. Parrammata game was postponed and the Nepean had a bye at the weekend.
Oh, it's
So
an interesting table. You guys got, 2 games in hand?
Yeah, our first game of the season was a bye,
Ah, okay.
and then washed out on the weekend. So
Tricky, isn't it, mentally to look at that like
yeah,
you're 9 points off, but you could very well be 3 points off.
Correct. That's what we're talking about, right? Like those, especially not even winter yet.
Yeah.
So if those games start to build up,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a disaster.
Midweek,
man.
yeah.
And that's when you talk about, we were saying at the start with the Friday nights.
Yeah.
See when it becomes Saturday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
Wednesday. Like it becomes
Chaos.
hard, man.
Yeah.
Especially on you young lads' bodies, you know what I mean?
I can play till I'm 40, man.
40, not 41.
Oh, 41 like you.
To be fair, you look alright for 41.
Ah, thanks, boys.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I did a trim the other day. I was like, you know when you do it, 'cause usually I have more like hair, like
I
facial
thought
hair
that
like
was
you.
this morning.
Oh, mate. I looked in the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? I've got to go up this
That's funny, man. Gary asked me a question. That obviously not just asked me a question, but a question about.
Well,
the
you
show.
find that. Who have you guys played from the top there?
Well, we
played
smacked
both.
the top 2.
Oh, really?
We pulled Mounties pants down 6-0.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they've been pantsing everyone else. So
Yeah.
that was good.
Right.
And then we had to play. So we played 3 games that week. Nepean was the 3rd game, and they were unbeaten.
Right.
And that's when Justin decided to kick people, and we beat them 3-1.
Okay.
And we were up 3-0 at half time.
Did you get sent off against the Pin?
Yeah.
And who have you lost your games to?
So we lost to Dunbar and our first game of the season, so round 2, and we lost to Blacktown on the weekend.
Which was, and both their carbon copies is just it's like a 10 or 15 minute patch where just some weird stuff happens.
Yeah.
Some weird transition moments. Like we probably could have scored 14 goals, I think, as well. And you just sort of put the two together, and you just.
That's
wipe it
annoying,
off
man.
and-
Because they're the ones that Mounties aren't dropping, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Exactly. And the problem is we dismiss it as, it's one of those days. But when you have one of those days, 5 or 6 games in the season, well, suddenly it's a
Makes or
difference,
breaks your
right?
season.
Yeah, it's done.
That was us the year before we got promoted 2 years
Yeah,
ago,
it was.
remember? In MPL2, like we finished like 8th,
Yeah.
but we beat the top 3,
Yeah.
but we just lost to all the bottom teams, and it was just like,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Pin beat us. We got 1 point off in the Pin in 2
Yeah.
games.
yeah, that's right, actually,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the bottom 3 or 4 as well.
bizarre.
MacArthur Rams, all those ones, but we'll beat in the top.
struggled, man. Then we do all right against your
Every
Mount
game's
Druitt.
3
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
I think when you play against the poorer teams as well, like they play a certain style, right? And generally, the good teams play good football. The poorer teams just, generally battle. And so you don't fall down into it, but it's just hard to play against, man. Like when they're just battling and going long. And
There are some hard games in that league, man. And I always say it to people, now that we've kind of like gone through the leagues, and I always say like there's elements of the game that are harder. There are. Like I remember like when we first joined, it was even before you came. And it's like Hawkesbury away is one of the hardest games. It's freezing cold.
Especially if it's in the middle of winter.
Yeah, middle of winter and like lots of long balls, and it's like you just a whole
hated
different style.
Camden. I hated Camden.
Camden, tough place to play.
Camden's
Yeah,
horrible to go to.
100%.
and
There's
they're
a lot
up
of
for it. For, like they have all the locals there too.
Everyone's
like-
there. They've got their beers down. Like, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's just not nice.
I like their ground though.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's gorgeous, really good place
Even
to play.
Hawkesbury's, like if you look at it objectively,
Yeah.
it's a good setup.
Yeah,
like,
it
it's
is,
a nice
yeah.
place to play football.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
it's
put the
just
cows off.
minging when you're driving from the east. You got an hour and 20 minutes to get there. As you say, it's 7 p.m.
It's a special kind
freezing
of cold, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Different.
It's hard, man. Those are really hard games.
Yeah.
And then again, you look at, I think that last year, games were so transitional.
Yeah.
Whereas now, there seems to be a bigger element of control in games, and you don't get as much bang, bang, bang. Don't get me wrong, St George gave us some opportunities the weekend for great transition moments. But last year, you'd have some games that were for 75 minutes out of 90.
Yeah.
As a midfielder, you're just going.
Yeah.
Hard,
Yeah.
man. And then again, I think that we changed a little bit last year towards the end of the season. I felt we became more
Yeah.
direct and we stopped playing
Just
so
to
much.
get across the
Yeah, we
line.
just
Yeah.
had to get across
A lot
the
of
line.
1-0s and
Yeah,
stuff.
we had to
yeah.
find a way to win games.
Yeah.
And
Well, you look at the
managed
game
to
where you
do it.
won it was just like,
Yeah, that's it. Like, and it's difficult, man. It is.
Good leagues, all of them.
Yeah, very good.
Good leagues. Good, like 4 or 5 teams in it in each league, which is good. Because I think this one, a lot of people looked at it early on and were like, oh, Mounties should run away with it,
away.
given what they signed. And same with Bankstown in MPL2.
absolutely.
But no, it's
It's-
never straightforward.
Nah.
These leagues are never straightforward.
Yeah, it's very true. It's actually
good to
funny
see.
because Bake had an interview with Blacktown, like they do their social stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. He was like, I think that maybe at the beginning we thought we'd come down, that we would be here and we just get to play our football.
Just walk
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
We just go off and play our football, we'll be all right. It's like, but we didn't realise how hard it was going to be
100%,
for us
man.
to get, and we've just started to get that understanding.
Yeah.
And I think they've won their past 4 games, 5 games.
Bankstown
Yeah,
5,
they've won
yeah.
the last 5. So lost their first 3, and then they've been on.
I like League 1 with MPL2 because you never get a lull in the season because of the relegation and the promotion.
Yeah,
correct.
So it's just hard. Like Bankstown at the end of the year might play one of those teams at the bottom and it's hard. Whereas I feel like in your league towards the end, when you catch
The
those
teams you
bottom
know
teams
that are like, we're done.
They give
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a good season last year.
Yeah.
It was bloody tough though.
Yeah. No
Mentally.
easy games, man.
It was hard, man.
No easy games. Yeah.
I've got some questions for you boys. Oh, I was actually checking Gary's question first.
That's right.
I'll ask you your questions first. Karaoke songs. Oh, your initiation songs. Did you just have to sing it,
Nah.
Parrammata?
Nah, we're trying to build the culture. It's sort of, we even created a new team song,
Right.
but then like we haven't sung it yet because some of the lads had to run off to break fast when we won.
Right,
So we're sort of building it up.
Now we can.
We can.
Yeah, we
we
can,
haven't
yeah.
even practiced yet.
Okay, here you
should
go.
say no.
There's your stage.
You want to?
I won't have a Scooby-Doo what it will be.
You're the extrovert. Go sing.
I wouldn't even know what it is.
So what is your initiation songs if you were to have done one at Parramatta? What would it be?
Probably Backstreet's Back.
Can't go wrong. Get everyone on their feet with that.
That's
That's
it.
the
Everyone
one.
joins in.
It's got to be Miley Cyrus. What's that one?
Wrecking Ball.
No, Wrecking Ball. That would be good. Cute. What was the one that she? The USA or whatever.
Just
What's
sing
that
a wee bit
song?
of it.
No, I can't, man.
Little snippet.
Party in the USA.
Yeah, Party in the USA. Sammy Benton. You guys know Sam Benton? He was like sort of one of the fringe keepers at Manly. He doesn't play anymore. And he got up on the team bus. We were down. We had a preseason trip. We were playing Melbourne City Academy. So, by the way, Manly back in the day, lads, the nights out, the trips away were unbelievable. I don't think anyone would match it. Like, these guys were lunatics. Myself included. Like, it was so good. And Sammy Benton got up on the bus and it went off. It went off. So every time I've thought of like initiation songs, I'm like, that would be enjoyable.
Yeah.
That's the one
Right,
that I
Party in the
remember.
USA.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and I'll speak to Tarek and Ahmed and like, guys, you need to do an initiation night and video Travis.
No,
singing.
you know what we need to do? We need to do like a, like say next season or something, just bus trip away somewhere and
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
let
So
you do
important.
that.
It's culture is very important, man.
And
Absolutely.
again, I don't go back to us last year, but that's the reason we won the league last year. When it got shitty,
Yeah.
we just found a way because we were so close.
You lean into it. Yeah.
And like, it's got to be fun, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
especially
man.
now, I always say like this period now when you go into June, July and it's fucking cold and you've got to get to training and you might not be starting, you might not be playing, you might be injured.
Yeah.
Like, if you love the lads you're doing it with, and
Correct.
like the guy that scored for us, one of the goals hasn't scored in 3 years. So like on the weekend, it was just like, well, we have to go out. Like, well, everyone's like, he's just scored his first goal at the club. We have to go out. And everyone's misses like, do you have to go? Like, Robert sent us.
Yes, I have to.
Robbo sent us a screenshot, Nate Roberts, of his missus going, is he going to die if you guys don't go out? And we're like, yes. Like, well, you need that shit. You know what I mean? Like, just any excuse.
It's actually so funny though, right? Because see, to us, it's so normal, right?
Yeah.
It's so normal.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do certain things. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
But then if you explain to anyone that doesn't, that's not been in that environment, you have like, but Chaz, what do you mean you have to? I'm like, let's just, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, Chaz, I don't fucking understand.
Yeah. And it's like, we were in Cairns for end of season.
Yeah.
And we had 21 there. And we bumped
Far
into,
Yeah, 21.
who was it? South Coast that had 6.
Yeah, 6 or 7.
And they were just like, fuck, that's class. Like, they came out with us, I think.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of
I was
the
going to
times.
say, just
Yeah.
absorb
Yeah,
into
well,
it. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they were just
We'll
like,
show ya.
man, the fact he got that many and like, yeah, it's it's very important.
That's how you
Is that
recruited
where you
hard.
signed, Jay?
Yeah, that's how you recruited hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 21. That was mental though. I think that's unheard of.
That's
like,
a
to get
culture.
21
that's
to fly
unheard
to
of.
Cairns.
Yeah.
Like everyone arrived at different times. Some people had to work the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone got different flights, but
Yeah.
everyone got to the same place.
That's cool.
can't.
That's quality.
Priceless as well, right?
Yeah,
like, I
it's
feel
best,
like it's not something where you can just click the fingers and it happens. It's a
Yeah.
buy-in from the lads and you build over years and stuff like
100%,
that.
man.
Yeah.
So in the morning I've been using these wee things.
What are they?
Well, they're hydration sticks, so Isogenics make them. In the morning I usually just wake up, mouth is dry as an Arab sandal, and I smash a pint of water, but I've been sticking these in the drinks. They're got a wee bit of flavour to them, got electrolytes in them. They're class.
You can get them and everything else in the Isogenic store with a 10% discount using code CFS10 or clicking on the link in the description box below.
The biggest thing I said to people as well is we haven't had, so I've been there 5 years and we haven't had a player voluntarily leave
Yeah, wow.
yet. So we've had retiring
Yeah.
and we've had players, being asked to, because we've had to keep strengthening. So we've
Yeah.
had players let go,
Yeah.
but no one's actually left by their own accord so far.
That's pretty impressive.
And that's just because everyone's having a good time.
That's
You know.
that's
Yeah, it's
so
good,
important.
man.
It's the fabric of the
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
Is it always been the same gaffer or how
Yeah.
long's
Gabe, yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's much more like people over players.
Yeah.
You know, he's always kind of been like that, which is
Yeah.
good. We all challenge the coach. Not everyone's going to get along with the coach, bro. That's just the way it is. But if you like them as a person,
Correct.
you're going to play.
Yeah.
for 'em, you know.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, Favourite movie of all time and what you'd eat while watching it?
I had a feeling he was going to ask these questions.
See, movies tough. It depends what I'm in the mood for.
I mean, there's so many, right?
Yeah.
It's such a general question, but remember that Batman one when Bane was in it? You know,
Dark Knight Rises.
bro, I watched that movie and I was just like, Batman's gone, he's gone, that's it. And then he comes back, I'm like, fuck, this is epic, man. Oh, that's pretty good. So I think that one.
And what would you eat?
What would I eat? Maltesers, always Maltesers.
Maltesers?
Just smash them. Yeah.
Crispy M&Ms in the popcorn.
In the
Peanut
popcorn.
M&Ms.
No,
popcorn.
crispy.
Peanut.
I'm with you, Christian.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's funny you say that. We actually did that the other week. We just went and bought we're in the house. We bought a big bag of the Cobb's popcorn
Yeah.
and just put a big bag of M&Ms in it. And me and Emma are just sitting on the couch watching a film eating like it.
That's
Yeah.
quality.
How good's
huh?
the
I
time,
love
man?
it.
Yeah, my wife found this popcorn that she gets. It's like, you see in the microwave, it comes like caramel. Like the microwave smells like caramel for the next 3 weeks.
Mad.
It is sensational.
That sounds a bit of me, that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And then your crispy M&Ms in there.
Yeah.
M&Ms.
Slaps.
Yeah, just watch a movie.
Look at him trying to boycott the question.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it away.
Divert.
Yeah, see, I like a bit of kind of like something like Step Brothers or some dumb.
Yeah,
Step Brothers.
that's fair.
Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah.
Last question: if you could sign one MPL player at your club who you haven't played with, who would it be?
Current player.
Yes.
Current player.
You can't say me.
Travis actually offered me a contract that says I'll keep your shit.
Can we bring up the list again? Can I see? I can't think. That's a good question. MPL
Thanks, I
one.
appreciate it. I've been practicing.
What could you guys use at Para at the moment?
We definitely need a 6. I feel like we need a 6 probably a 6 or a right back. Maybe a 9 to take the pressure off Marco. But
Yeah.
midfielder, who would be a midfielder that we could grab from MPL 1? I don't know. It's all shifted so much. Well, let's just take the best player on offer
Who's that?
They're all on offer.
that I haven't played. Well, they're all on offer.
Yeah.
No, but you need to give me separate answers. There's no conferring, guys.
I played with Jackie Stewart. Me and Jack are pretty close. I was
Yeah.
at his wedding and stuff. I would take Jack.
I haven't played with Jack.
But
So.
you just said you played
Is
with
that,
him.
I know. I was just going to offer him to Justin
Yeah.
to sign, but there's a,
Is it meant to be someone you haven't played with? Is that what it is? Someone you haven't played
Someone
with?
you haven't played with.
Okay, yeah.
haven't played with Temba. Maybe I'll take Temba.
Yeah.
He can play next to me.
Yeah.
I tried. I messaged him last season.
Yeah.
And I said, "It's time, mate. It's time. You're done. You're done." He goes,
Time's up.
He goes, "No, I'm not." I'm like, I think you
That's
are.
funny,
And
man.
maybe we can get him eventually.
Yeah, I'd go. We probably need another 9 just to help alleviate some pressure off Marco, or just create another dynamic. So
Yeah, we can put Marco in the 10 as well and help
Yeah.
Dara.
Yeah.
So who you sign?
I love the thought here.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I love the thought. Everyone just shoots as a name normally. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you are really.
Yeah,
We could probably use someone like a Jack Stewart.
yeah.
Just goals.
I can't believe you went all the way through that setup to give me the answer. He just fucking told you.
Maybe Lockie Scott.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd thrive with us.
Lockie Scott's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Striker that can do everything.
Yeah,
Like, literally everything. He's very good, man.
yeah.
Even at the weekend, you just see him like, ball comes in. 2 players here, no problem. I'll just keep you there. Ready,
Yeah.
no problem. Now we'll go. Like, yeah, it's good.
We
Very much like Aiden like that.
Yeah, yeah.
we played. So we were training at Arpia when I was at Arpia, and there was this kid, and it was him and Georgie Blackwood. Remember George Blackwood?
It was my gen. We played against them a lot in the
Yeah.
20s and 18s, yeah.
But Lockie, he was just this kid that trained with us, and he was rinsing in 6-a-side or 5-a-side. Whatever, you know how Franco likes all those games, and Billy McCall's the coach back then. Anyways, and there was this kid, and then before we knew, he was gone, and he went to Wanderers.
Yeah.
And then next minute, he's on the telly. And I was like, "That's that kid that was training with us." I couldn't believe it, but
Can't cut it here, but
he was like, he was like kind of a different player back then, and obviously he's evolved into the 9, and he's like a bit of a prototypical 9, a target man, and he's a good lad too, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
top
It's
bloke.
good,
So
man. It was a handful.
it's nice to see, yeah.
It's never an easy moment.
who would
against
you want
them.
to play with?
No, it's hard, yeah.
Who would I want to play with? But I'm retired, mate, so I don't want to play football ever again in my life, man. Done. But if I could have picked someone,
You
do
can't
know
say
what
me.
do you know what I really like? I really, really like Farinella.
Oh yeah.
I think Parrammata's got a bit of everything. Like loves a tackle. He's really aggressive.
Yeah.
Good on the ball. He's energetic. To me, he's like a bit of a throwback football wise to like let's say sticking with the Italian theme, like a Gattuso or just something that's all action.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant, man.
Yeah. It's cool.
So if you want to come to UNSW, feel free.
Yeah.
We
afford
whatever
they're throwing around there. Get rid of a couple players, I think, to get him over.
So, gentlemen, Justin, we're going to start with you.
Here we go,
I'm going
mate.
to put you on the spot first. Feel free, Travis, to jump in and give us anything that he chooses to miss out that might be slightly embarrassing.
Oh, done.
Tell us about your kind of youth football and your football upbringing, mate, please.
So I started playing representative football at 14. So I didn't do 13. Started at 14s at Hills United or Hills Brumbies.
So where were you until 14?
Just clubland.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what? Just local association football?
Yeah, in Blacktown district with Kings Langley.
KL.
Yeah, KL. Yeah, KL Colts.
There you go.
Yeah, our family didn't grow up in and around the football world,
Yeah.
so it was a friend's mum's like, oh, I'm taking my son to this. My dad's like, oh yeah, like, sure, go have a look. So there's about 4 of us from the same team that went to the trials back in the day.
Yeah.
Ended up getting selected. I remember vividly, like back then it was $990 for the season.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, all right. Dad's like, yeah, all right, well, we can make it work. And yeah, played at Hills for 2 years, so 14s, 15s, and then went to Hajduk Wanderers, the 16s. And that's actually where I made my first grade debut.
Hajduk Wanderers.
Hajduk Wanderers.
So what is that now? Is it just gone?
So they were, it's now transformed into Mounties.
Right, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they?
Hajduk, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always
Yeah.
wondered what happened to Hajduk.
Yeah, down the road from Sydney United. Down the road from Sydney United. And
Right,
kind of
okay.
between where Sydney United is and where Mounties is.
Right,
It's kind of
brilliant.
right in the middle.
You know, sorry to interrupt, we played them in under 13s. We played them in a trial game. We beat them Hajduk because I was Sydney United junior.
Yeah.
And they were like the feeder
Yeah,
club.
yeah, yeah.
We beat them 24-0.
I don't think I was playing that.
Sorry, let's go.
But yeah, that's where I made my first grade debut. After that, I went to Penrith and Nepean.
So hang on, I'm going to go back again.
Yeah.
Were they playing, what league were they in?
It'd
Like
probably be
the
like
equivalent
a
of
League
now?
One now
Right,
type
okay.
thing, so kind of in the middle. After that, I went to Penrith and Nepean, which was NPL. The year after I was there, that's when Penrith and Nepean folded.
Right,
They no longer existed. Now it's Nepean.
right.
After there, I went to Blacktown City. I was at Blacktown for 2 years. It was me and Matty Ryan.
Oh,
So
so I take it you played every game?
absolutely. No, so he was first grade. I was 20s. Then he went off to the Mariners. After Blacktown City, I think I went to Spirit for a year.
So hang on, sorry.
Yeah.
We're just completely... So Matty Ryan, how was that, like, as an experience? Obviously looking at what he's gone on and done for Australian football,
Yeah.
like, how was he back then?
He was good. Like we didn't live far from each other.
Yeah.
He went to Westfields, I went to Hill Sports.
Right, okay.
So opposing sports high schools.
Yeah.
Through all the school football, I think the big one in Year 12, we actually beat Westfields in the final.
Right.
So their team was absolutely stacked with like Anthony Caceres, Bernie Abini, Matty Ryan. Like they had just an absolute stacked team. We beat them in the final, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it's like working with John Crawley,
Yeah.
Matty. It was also David Bradasevic
Right.
was there as well. So we had a really good core of keepers there. So
Was that when you played with my brother? Was that?
yeah.
So I knew Justin before he knew me. Did I know you
Yeah.
before you knew me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my brother.
That sounds a wee bit creepy.
So there you go.
I knew you before you knew.
So my brother. So Justin played with my brother. My brother did 3 knees. So and he was a really talented player. But listen to this side he grew up with. So he played Blacktown City from 13s all the way through.
Yeah.
And he had Matty Ryan in goals. My brother, who was a good player. They had Dimi Petrados, Bernie Ibini, Nick Fitzgerald, Kieran Paul, Daniel Bragg. Like this, they had a few others, didn't they? This team was,
and a lot of that team was Westfields.
Right. Okay.
So it was just
like Jared Lum. Surely this, no team in history would have had that many A-League players like play from like one age group in Premier Youth. It was wild.
Yeah, absolutely stacked.
It's nice for us to play together now. That's good. After I stalked you for 20 years.
From Blacktown, I think I went to Spirit for a year. After Spirit, I think it was Mount Druitt for 3. And then after Mount Druitt, got married. My wife, we moved to New Zealand for 5 years, played over there. Came back, had twin daughters, probably wasn't going to play. And then Nepean called, Steve Appleby called me and said, "You want to come to Nepean?"
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt again. I'm good at interrupting today.
Yeah.
So, what was the difference like? Obviously, football here versus football in New Zealand. I assume you played at a similar kind of level.
Yeah. So New Zealand has a slightly different structure. So they've got you got your winter and your summer season.
Right.
So you'll have like your local league, like we do winter here. Summer, you move into a national league competition.
And that's where the best teams from the winter comps play against each other.
That's what they do now, but they didn't used to do that before.
Right, okay.
So that's where kind of like Auckland City, who goes Club World Cup, the kind of plays in that national league in the summer. Like I would say 90% of your fields are all natural grass.
Yeah.
Just immaculate, sensational because of all the rain you get there. It's the culture though, like every single club has got like a clubhouse with a bar. So while you're watching games on the source, like you're getting a good crowd to the games, and it's all your oldies are there. It's the culture from the supporters is sensational. Like I really enjoyed my football there.
And how was New Zealand to live?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved
Whereabouts
it.
were you?
So we were in Auckland.
Right. Okay.
But that's where I did my knee not long after moving there.
Right.
And my first thought was, how am I going to pay for this? Like, just moved to the country.
Yeah.
But our major sponsor, it was an orthopedic surgeon.
Oh,
so it's like,
that's awesome.
come see my guy. So that was really good. So I was back playing within 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Actually, in New Zealand, I did a story on them once on Auckland City before they went to the Club World Cup. And I found it interesting there. So is it true that it's capped? The payments per week are capped really low.
Money's not. Yeah.
But surely that's brown paper bag shit around the back. Because I heard that they were capped at like $250 a week or something. Yeah. But then Auckland City, how are they winning it all the time?
They, I think they do it like, so when after I came back from my knee, I had a really good season and then got picked up for a part of the National League season for Eastern Suburbs.
Right.
And through there, what they do is they've got such a big base of juniors and they need coaches. So it's like, well, here's your match payment.
Okay, and you got
but
coaching
for every
payment.
coaching session you do,
Right.
we'll pay you a wage.
Okay, that's
so
good. Yeah. I thought there must be a way around it because good players that I know have gone there and I'm like, it's not all about cash, but
just about giving it back. And
okay, that's good.
So really good that way.
Scoffing away on donuts for Chaz over there. We'll
just let us know when you're ready, mate.
I'm a dial guy.
So New Zealand football.
Yeah. No,
and then,
standard's really good.
Yeah.
You have your breakout teams like your Auckland Cities where near full time.
Yeah.
But just in general, it's pretty good quality.
That's great.
Yeah. What level comparatively would it?
Probably hovers between like your MPL and League One. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Fairly competitive. Yeah. After came back from New Zealand, had the twins, wasn't going to play. Then Nepean called, went and played there for 2 years. We went from League One to League Two and back down to League One. After Nepean, Blacktown Spartans last year, and wasn't going to play this year, having another baby. And then now I'm at Nepean. Now at Parramatta.
So you were Spartans last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. I never know keepers and defenders. I always just know forwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you always know who you're playing against.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Yeah.
I'd never met you until
last year.
No, but I never knew of you until we played Nepean on a Tuesday night.
Cook Park.
At Nepean. It'd been rained off. It was meant to be our first game of the season.
We lost it, yeah?
Yeah, we lost 4-1 or something.
Yeah, I remember.
Battered. But you had a good game. Like it could have been. And that was the first time I'd obviously come across you. and obviously got to up with you last year. I think Parra had a bit of a masterstroke in being able to get you across. Like, what was it that swung you? Besides the $2,000.
Association money.
No, like it was my assistant coach at Japan at the time when I was there. He's now the assistant at Parra, and he's he called me randomly and just said, "Look, we're looking for a keeper. Do you know anyone?" I was like, "Yeah, me," as a joke. You know, I'm a pretty serious person.
You should see, by the way, you should see the chat like on there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just said me as a joke. He's like, "No, really?" I was like, "No. Like, just had a baby, just started a business. Like, I'm too busy. I can't." He's like, "What would it take?" I'm like, "No." So, but at the end of the day, I think I sat there, spoke to my wife, and said, "Well, what do you think?" She goes, "If you want to do it, do it." Yeah. So, yeah, just kind of got through. I think I started 3 weeks before the season started.
Right. Okay.
Was just like, kind of missing it a bit, and
So you left Spartans. You left after last season.
yeah.
Oh,
They gave me an option for number 2.
okay.
So I was like, I'll hang it up now.
Yeah.
You got Buzanos.
Yeah.
Oh, they brought Buzanis in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I talk a lot of shit, by the way, but if there's one thing to believe is on is where to get the best Savlaki.
Where would that be?
Savlaki boys in Marriottville, next level.
To be fair, I've been there. Savlaki boys have put together a champagne pack. In the champagne pack, you get souvlaki, lamb souvlaki, chicken ribs, pita breads, halloumi, dip, and it all comes in a nice wee Savlaki boys cooler bag.
So just ask for a champagne pack when you go to Savlaki boys in Marriottville.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah,
Paris.
Yeah, like
Paris,
yeah,
big club, eh?
met Tariq and Ahmed. Obviously knew Marco. I played with Marco. Oh, sorry, I played at Parra before as well. Knew Marco from back in the day. So just knew a few of the boys. I was like, why not?
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you know your stalker of 22 years or so?
No, I
Was that
didn't
the
actually.
clincher?
I probably would have said no.
I told him to keep it hush hush till you sign.
I think it's important, like in terms of finishing, playing in your own terms. I think that's something that is massive, because for me, like, I've been bad injury wise, but always coming back, I was like, I'm going to go back and play. Always because I wanted to, and then obviously decided last year before the season started, and I'm so at peace with the decision.
Yeah,
This is the
that's
last
quality.
hurrah.
I'm so calm in my head with it. Like, I feel that it was right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that if you didn't finish your way, there'd always be something being like, I need
But
to go
what
back.
if? What if?
I need to do something more.
And you can't really go back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Once it's
100%.
done, it's final.
100%.
Oh, you can go to play over 35s.
I'm eligible for
You're almost at 45 soon, huh?
Yeah, 45s in 3.5 years. I was looking forward to over 35s, and I've wasted all these years. And,
Yeah, I'm eligible this year for over 35s.
Yeah, but
So-
you know, see when I decided I was going to stop, and I think they did something on Instagram, or there was a something. So my phone's going, Chaz, you retired? Like, yeah. Do you want to come and play?
Yeah.
And it's like Premier
Yeah.
Division
Yeah.
team, and I'm like, absolutely not.
yeah,
No way.
that's good.
I think I
That's-
could though. Like I
Yeah.
don't. I think that my head is too competitive
Yeah.
for some of the
100%.
players
We
that would
spoke
be in
about
that
this. Yeah.
environment. Like,
Couldn't
I
do it.
couldn't go see someone turning up that maybe slept for an hour because they had a night out and they can't, like, I couldn't stomach it, mate.
Nah.
I'd be fucking
Yeah,
furious.
livid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel that way, but then you know a few people from the scene that are still playing it in like their 50s, and they're still like a group of lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to have at St George Spiro Hatzis, who's at
Yeah.
Dulwich Hill now, and he plays with like Flea and all them. Like they're like a group of Greek lads that are
Yeah.
in their 50s still
Yeah.
playing. And that's pretty cool. Like the social element of it, I see it like they all take it seriously, and I'm like, that's kind of attractive. The fact that you'd never lose that like group of guys, go
Yeah.
to the pub after. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I
would
think
like-
I agree with you.
I'd like to have like a 5-a-side team.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
see if
Yeah.
you just get
Yeah.
10 bodies that you used to play with, and
That's
you
right.
get an hour a week, and you just go, obviously a bit of exercise,
Yeah, yeah.
have a carry on,
Yeah.
standards
Shoot some
decent,
shit.
like
Yeah.
That's actually fair. You
that's
do that.
what I would
Yeah.
be. I'd be so to that. Like, if there was an over 45s 5-a-side, it was on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go play that.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
get a bit of that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do the whole
No.
11-a-side.
No.
And then imagine you pass the ball to someone and they're too slow now.
Yeah.
And you're just watching it and it's perfect. And you're like, fucking hurry up.
Like that 50-yard pass.
Literally, man. I couldn't, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine me doing that?
Oh, not
That's
a
why
chance.
I keep going.
You want to rip someone's head off now?
I'll go through my little history when you're finished. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's me actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for you, my friend.
Man, my story
How
is
long you got?
long. Yeah, my story is long. How much time do we? So
We've got 52 years to get through.
I've got the people close to me know, and like boys I've played with, but like it's unique, right? My journey's unique. So I grew up in Kellyville. Played for Kellyville Colts.
Yeah.
I was always pretty good. And then I remember one day I was in Kings Langley Shopping Centre. No joke. And I saw the trials for Marconi. So I was 12. I was oh yeah, cool. So I did so we didn't come from money either, by the way. We didn't grow up with money. So it was like, it's the old school, just hustle. So I was practicing, blah, blah, blah. Went to the trial and I was good on a big field. Right? I used to just dribble through players, whatnot. I was a winger back then. Got cut at Marconi on a small field. It was a small field and I was devastated. Anyways, Sydney United trials were like 2-3 days later, whatever. And I was like, you just convince yourself as a kid because you're a bit, you're devastated. You think you're a legend, you're not. The real world kicks in. Anyway, so I remember I tried to sleep in. So my dad was really nice, lovely guy.
Bruce.
Legend. Yeah.
Great
He passed away about 12 years ago. But my mum was a lunatic, like lover, but she just like obsessed with winning. Anyways, so she woke up, she came in, she goes, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm 12, man. I'm like sleeping there. I'm like, I'm not going to this Sydney United trial. She goes, you get up. She goes, Bruce, get him up, take him out. Anyways, went there. It was on a big field. Rinsed it. So I remember the gaffer, the coach came up to me. First trial, obviously, came up, put his arm around me. He goes, you cannot tell anyone this, but you're in. And I was like, look, I get tingles now. It's mad. I was like, far out, okay. So then Dad walked. He goes, what did he talk to you about? I said, I made it. And I still remember, like, he always makes me cry because Dad's not here anymore. And he goes, Dad's like, fucking yes. He's like, yes. Because he believed in me. That was the last club I ever trialled for, man. Like, I never had to trial again. So I played all my juniors, Sydney United. Got into seniors. So I don't know if you guys, you'd remember. So they changed. It used to be 13s to 16s. And then shit always changes as I approach it. It's really weird. They changed the 16s into 17s. So you had to skip, right? So if you weren't good enough, 16s and 17s were combined. If you weren't good enough when you were 16, you got cut. And so I made the jump. And then the next year, I was turning 17. I was going to go to National Youth League. And then all the politics kick in, right? At Sydney United, this was NSL days. So I had an old coach call me. I saw there was one kid, I was going to play Colts. I saw one kid, his dad was paying money to get him a spot. He was in my position. It was weird. Like I was with Luca Glavash and those sorts of guys. And we were all making the jump. And Northern Spirit called me. So I went to, my dad, again, he said, do whatever you want. So I went to Northern Spirit, had a hectic year, was in National Youth League by the end of the under-17 season. And then it just went, I swear to God, in 12 months, went bang. There's Australia schoolboys, obviously. National Youth League, I was playing every game. I got called up to first team. I was training full time. I was on a proper contract all of a sudden. And I was, oh my God, like it just went out of nowhere.
Just all
Northern Spirit.
Northern Spirit, wow, right, okay.
So that was, obviously back in the NSL. And this was towards the end. Anyways, so.
Did they have any of the, because I know like Robbie Slater, Arnold and stuff played there late night. Like what period was this?
So I had.
Just after?
Yeah, I had the Alex Tobin.
Okay.
Alex Wilkinson.
Yeah.
That era. Ian Ferguson was there.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Yeah,
Laurie
cool.
McKinnon was the coach.
Yeah, nice.
And this is where the story gets a bit weird. So we made the finals, and about 6 or 8 weeks prior, this guy came along, right? This player they signed. And remember, I was flying, right? I was doing really well. You might know his name's Mark Milligan.
Right.
Couldn't get a club.
Who's that?
Yeah. Apparently he came from AIS. Parrammata were going to sign him. They didn't. And he didn't have a club. So Northern Spirit brought him in and he leapfrogged me, like out of nowhere. And he had a manager. He had everything set up right the right way, whereas I had just my old man. So we were just navigating, right? It was all new to us.
Yeah.
And so I became a bit disenchanted. And then in the off-season, I got loaned out to Ride City. That's what they did back in the day. And anyways, I said, and all my mates were going out. I just turned 18. And I said to my dad, because my dad was the best. He goes, if you ever don't enjoy it or love it anymore, you don't have to keep going. What he should have said was, but come talk to me first before you start to make these decisions. So I went to Gary McGuinness. Again, I got named in like a preliminary under-20s Australia squad, all this stuff, man. Like I was flying. And I said, I don't want to play anymore. He's like, what? And they were putting us through education and everything. Like, he goes, no, you're kidding. And he said, think about it. So anyways, I went back. We signed Eric Partaloo, Bruce Gite. All these kids were coming through. I was entrenched with the training with the first team. I even went to this, I thought I made it, right? I was like, we went to this Champion launch. So we went from Classic as the brand that sponsored the club to Champion. And I remember I went, and it was in Darling Harbour, and I was a kid, man. And me and John Hutchinson got along really well. I was like his little wingman. So we'd go out and Trav, and I was like, anyways. And I went to this Champion launch. Willie Mason was there. I was like, fuck, I made it. This is it. I'm famous. I'm a celebrity. I'm famous. Just a shit kicker. Like, I'm just a fringe guy at this stage. I think I ended up playing 2 NSL games. But got about 6 or 8 games into this season. Pulled the pin, man. That was it. I didn't touch a ball for 6 years. I just quit cold turkey. Wow. Yeah. I remember my coach ran into my mum about 12 months later, one of my junior coaches. And he always started crying. He goes, his guy's wasted millions of dollars, like, in his legs. What's he doing? Does he want me to talk to people? Like, I had coaches ringing me when I was a kid. So I just partied hard for 6 years. Haven't stopped.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it gets even cooler. So again, we're only up to I'm only 24 at this stage, 23. So I started playing futsal. One of the boys pulled me aside one day. He goes, you're too full on, man. Like, you see it now, right? You're too full on. You got to go back. He's like, you just have to go back and play as high as you can. And I thought, okay, I'll think about it. Things changed for work. I ran into my old goalkeeper at Northern Spirit, and he was at Northern Tigers. And it was just fluke meeting at Hillside Hotel. I was out doing whatever. Didn't know what day it was. Probably wasn't even the keeper. I was probably talking the brick wall. And he goes, we need a defender. He goes, here's the coach's number. And I left it. And then I thought, you know what, stuff it, man. I'm just going to call him. Called him. He goes, look, last session, we're looking at players, come down. And he goes, yeah. He goes, cool, come play. And I was 24. So 6 years, 24. And then, mate, we won the grand final that year. I got player of the year. We then won the league and the double 2 years later, and that was the dream, to get Northern Tigers up. They somehow botched the promotion. So that was when Central Coast Mariners Academy went up in place because we did something wrong. So that was a shame.
Oh, so when you're playing at that old
Mills
old field, Mills Park,
yeah, and we had a really good team. But I got, so Blacktown Spartans got promoted. I agree. This is funny when I talk about it. Blacktown Spartans called me to go to MPL1, and I was like, no, because Tommy Spencer was there. Ben DeHaan called me and made me an offer. I was like, no, Northern Tigers, because I hated the game when I quit. So because I hated the game, I always wanted to protect that, and I loved it again, right? And so because I loved it, I just didn't want to ruin that. So then the next year, when we won everything and we botched the promotion, Sydney United called me, Mark Rudin, and Apia, so Tony, back in the day, Rosidi. And I agreed to join Sydney United. I went to the pre-season training. There was 2 sessions, right? It was like Glenn Trefiro, all these dudes. And and after the first session, I rang Mark Rudin. I said, I'm not doing it, man, because I wanted to protect that enjoyment. Anyways, went through a big breakup. And then my dad got real sick, and I thought, you know what, fuck this. Like, I sort of figured change, you shouldn't be scared of change. So Tony tried again, and I agreed to join RPR. And mate, honestly, going back to football, probably saved my life looking back. It sounds crazy, right? But the mates I've got now, like you, Marco, all these boys, it saved my life. But then going to MPL1, now I look back, because then I went to Manly after RPR. We won all this stuff, mate, it's been a ride, right? And now I look back and I'm like, legacy. And I always knew about this podcast, and it's funny, on a side note, last night Heidi she goes, that's my partner, she goes, so this podcast, she goes, what's it about? What's it called? I'm like, Champagne Football. She goes, all right. She goes, do you get to drink champagne the whole time?
She got the good part of it. That's good, right?
I don't think so. I was like, she goes, oh, that doesn't sound
Party,
much
she's
fun.
coming home
She
to
was
you.
like, yeah. And then I saw them. Anyway, but like going on things like this, the podcast, and just the legacy now, and loving the game and just football in general, man. Like it's.
It's so interesting because just kind of what you were saying there about the being older and fleeing and the boys all going together and doing stuff and see kids just now, right? I feel so strongly about their environment being right.
Yeah.
For that reason, you need to love football.
So
and
important,
as soon as you, like, I look at, obviously I coach, right? I look at myself being like, see if I am the reason or part of the reason that a kid stops playing, I could never forgive myself. Never. Because that to me is so important. Like, that's what, you know what I'm like, right?
Yeah.
I love football as well. I love it. And it does get you through bad things in life, and there's so many obstacles that people need to overcome. But often football is the catalyst for overcoming those obstacles.
It's your escape.
Big
100%,
You're
man.
just present in the
And
moment.
I think when we grew up in Glasgow, life was rough, it was hard. Football was the only place you could go where nothing else happened.
Yeah.
You were on this pitch for 90 minutes and
Yeah.
all that was there for that period of time
Gone.
was this football pitch.
100%.
And I think that's such a powerful thing. And it's interesting you're saying, like, and that's why you're saying you're not being, like, you mean what you say, like football potentially saved your life. Because it has that ability to make everything else go away.
Yeah.
And it's fucking incredible, man.
So true. I didn't come from money, like I said. So I went to get a colour phone. This is how old I am, man. God, I'm old.
A colour phone.
Oh, I'm old, man. The Nokias came out, I was like, fuck yeah. Like,
Motorola Razor.
yeah, I was like, there's no way the birds will turn me down.
Snake on the
Yeah.
3310.
Yeah. Well, this is wild, man. This thing's going to show colour. Anyways, I went in, and so Northern Spirit didn't pay us for about 8 months, right?
Wow.
Yeah. It was NSL was in a bad way then. That's obviously why they wrapped it up. And I went in, and they said, you got to prove your income. And I had this pay slip from like 7 or 8 months ago, and we're still like, the lads went to the PFA. Andy McDermott back then went to PFA. Anyway, so it was complicated. And I went in, and I couldn't get a colour phone. And I was training so much, I couldn't get a part-time job. Like I was training, I think I was doing like 6 sessions a week, playing a game. It was crazy, and you're tired, and I was traveling, whatever. And that was the moment. I was like, all right, I've got to make a decision, all right? Because my mum and dad aren't going to prop me up.
Yeah.
You know, how far can I go down this dream? And this is where it ties in with, as a kid, you get to that point. And as I said, I thought I was a celebrity, right? And then it's like, hang on, wait, now it's real. And if I keep going down this path, I'll be 25, 28, 30. Like I know some players that kept chasing and chasing, end up driving a truck just because they committed all their eggs into the football basket and it didn't work out. So I made a decision there and then to go into the real world.
Yeah.
But then when the flame came back, that's why I keep going, lads. Like I used to joke. I was like, okay, 34, 35, I'll work it out. 36, 38, I'm 41. Now I'm joking. I'm like, I can go to 50. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not like I'm not hanging on. I don't think I'm hanging on. Am I hanging on?
No.
Am I a good player?
Am I hanging on? Can I still play?
No, you need that sort of
Yeah.
leadership and experience to be able to guide that next generation through.
It's so
And we've got
different.
a lot of young, like you look at Derek next to you, like
He's a
young,
good player, man.
young raw talent that just wants to learn, ask the questions.
Yeah.
We're better to ask the questions too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. And that's the next phase, right? That's that's what you were just talking. That's the next phase is, passing on the knowledge, helping, educating, teaching. I'll tell you what, but some of these young guys, they just won't accept feedback, man. Bro.
You know everything, man.
Bro. It's crazy,
That
man.
is bizarre.
And-
So just see just when you said there, right? That's why I am so encouraging, and go back to finishing in your own terms, and I'm so encouraging of people that are unsure or have had an injury.
Yeah.
Just try. Just try and get back, because
Yeah.
when you have long periods of time, and I've been unfortunate injury wise as well, when you've got long periods of time where you can't play,
Yeah, man.
and then you think, I've missed all that, and I don't want people to miss it. Just try, and if it doesn't work, it's cool.
Correct.
What's the worst thing?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what's the absolute worst, by the way?
What?
See if you get something lost or damaged, especially in business wise, and then you're not insured, it's brutal.
I'd recommend insurers. You can jump online, insurers.com.au, and get a free quote in 30 seconds. Or you can visit the link in the description box below.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, you're a long time.
The thing is as well, like looking at a really bigger picture of what football means kind of thing. It's like, it's so special and you dedicate so much time to it, but it's unfortunate, I think, and it happens probably in every country, but I think when you play at a reasonable level, so many people fall out of love with the game because you build up this dream that only a small percentage can get there for whatever reason, right? So I always find it's a shame when I bump into people that played high levels, that dedicated many years to the game and they fucking hate it.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't watch it and they don't engage in it and there's that bitterness, right? And we've all been through it. Like Chaz, I've got a similar story, he knows my story. But, you know, when you can be at peace with that, and usually it's coming back to playing at whatever level you can, then you get that love. And then that love lasts forever. Like eventually you will hang your boots, but who knows what you're going to give to football if you have a family or if you know, friends and whatever, and you get them into football. And it's like so nice to be in a good place with the game. Like I ended up building like a media career in football, but it's just so nice to be able to do that because like Australian football has a lot of issues that it needs people that love it to be involved in it.
So
you know?
true, man.
So it's just good hearing everyone's got a unique story, but you're going to have your own impact. Like Chaz now got over his injuries, had a nice finish to his playing career. So now he's just like, he sees the love for the game and he's going to do that for next generation of goalkeepers. If he never did that for himself, you might have this bitterness that, you know, stops you from giving it to other people. So it's so special to do that, to actually like be at peace with yourself,
and that's what
so
we
that
need.
you can impact it.
Like that thing is, we really need that to bring that next group of goalkeepers through. Like you need that coaching. Like
Yeah, 100%. And I think that going off the back of what you said, and obviously everyone, I just love goalkeepers, right? But I feel that goalkeepers are a bit more open to that learning. I feel that young goalkeepers are more, because they tend to just be, everything's really tough. And obviously in the games it's pressure and they understand the psychological behind it. So they are more open to listening and trying to implement things into their game than players.
It's fascinating, huh?
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
We need to be more patient because we don't start playing properly 24, 25.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Like even when I was at Parrammata, I wasn't number one, I was number two.
Yep.
Just bite your time. And then, but too many get to 20, 21, I'm not playing.
I'm not number one, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's
like,
the delayed gratification.
and that's the message to deliver. It's like, if you're patient enough, it'll happen.
Yeah,
but
100%.
you got one position to play. That's it.
That's
Like you have to be patient.
No, I agree, man.
It'll come.
Yeah.
So sorry, we're going back to
Yeah.
you, man.
Well,
We get sidetracked there.
Where were we?
Well,
What year are we up to? What year?
1989.
Anyways, colour phones came out. And
Did you get one?
no, I didn't. So I was stuck with this piece of shit. Then I went to Manly, and that was the best years, man. Like Manly.
So you went straight from Appia to...
So at Appia, that was when they just got the synthetic.
Yeah.
I was talking to Marco about it the other day. So we played Marconi round 2. That was the opening game. It's like 8,000 people.
I played
at
in the
Lambert.
20s game that day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was
At
Marconi
which-
20s.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, we played that opening. That was mad,
it was
bro. The
pumping,
crowd was,
huh?
yeah, it was sick.
That was
Yeah,
hectic.
yeah.
But they were ambitious. So they that year we recruited, we had Mark Warren, who I'm still good mates with, Blake Powell, Joey Gibbs. They already had Dave DePuzzo. They already had Frankie Parisi. It was a team, and we just didn't perform. So I lost my dad that year. I only had 2 major injuries, and that was one of them. So I played, I think, about 14 games with an 8 centimeter tear in my abdomen. I'm a psychopath, guys. Unless I can't walk, I play. That's it. So I was punching codeine and stuff. Anyways, I was playing Rockdale. I still remember, I think it was Urosescu, did this inside turn, planted my foot, went the other way. I ripped both my adductors off the bone at the same time. Yeah. You should look up how much force it takes to do that. The surgeon, Tarek Elrich had the same surgeon, Neil Halpin, and apparently the amount of force, it almost makes it impossible to do. It's something like 70 million tons, or I don't know, some crazy stupid number.
So strong.
Is it million? I don't know, 70 tons? I don't know, sounds stupid. Anyway, so I had to rehab. I bit the bullet. I got the surgery, and because I tried to rehab, did the surgery, and then I saw they got Studman, Adam Griffiths, and I was and I re-signed. And I went up to, I think it was Tony. I went up to Tony and I said, you know, should I maybe move on? Like, should I look to move on? Lobby had already gone to Manly. Brad McDonald went to Manly. And I saw sort of what Paul D was trying to put together. So Paul got in touch and I was like, yeah, cool. Sounds like a good project. Makes sense. I was, you know, still rehabbing. And then, yeah, I think 3 games in, I got the starting spot because I still hadn't played. And that was it. I made Team of the Year in 2017, made Team of the Year in 2019, won the grand final, won the, we did well in the Australia Cup. Like, it was hectic, man. And these lads, like, you know, me and Baldy still mates, still Mitch, these guys, you know, Chock, you know, he might be watching this. Are you watching this, Chock?
Probably still getting up from one of his dags at the weekend.
Mate, these guys are like just legend blokes, quality football players, and that was a real golden period. Anyway, so then I left there, went to Druitt, went with Mirjam Pavlovic was there, these guys were there, and then COVID hit and shit went weird. I ended up being captain. I left because it was just turning very strange. The club was going a bit weird. Tried to get Northern Tigers promoted again, so I helped Hetty. Spent a year in the Illawarra Premier League. And then Tariq rang me and he goes...
So, sorry, what year were you at Tigers then?
21, halfway through 22 and then all of 23. Were you playing? You would have been playing.
We won the league below in 23. You weren't there.
That was it right in me.
Oh, you were there? Yeah, you would have been in that league.
Oh, yeah, we would have played.
Yeah,
we would have played.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I owed the club. And the club has changed so much. They're at Parrammata now. It's a whole different demographic.
It's a hard, like, to me, I hate Parrammata. And I've spoken about it here many times. I just feel that, like, it's so
Shit place to
open
play.
and it's like, there's nothing there. Like, there's no character. There's no...
Don't you think if you start games there slow? Like, because it feels so open and windy, you're like mentally not there. Like, and they are, and they catch you. Like, every time we play Tigers up there, I feel like they fucking catch you off guard because, like,
whole first half.
Whole first half.
You know, they've been trying to build this grandstand for like 7 years, 6 years. They just can't get it across the line.
Can't get it across with green light from councils.
Yeah, which is interesting because if they go, I mean, they've been trying to get up now proper for like 5 or 6 years. If they get up, do they play there?
No, they can't.
What are they going to do?
They can't play there because one of the things that's within the rules is that there has to be like a closed walkway for the players and the officials. And I mean,
so we put up fences. Like, ours isn't far. Ours is only like 15 meters, maybe
5 meters,
10 meters. Is it?
Yeah, 5-10 meters.
So we put up these fences just before half time, just before the game. But apparently the players need to be enclosed. Like the referees need to be enclosed.
You need to build a fucking tunnel to get from Parrammata changing room.
Yeah, they're so far away.
You would go miles though. Yeah.
It's a funny situation. I don't know what their plan B is, but they seem to think they're going to get the pitch. We used to have to sign things to the council and get on board to help push it. But anyways,
it's interesting because as you say, this is Tigers every year. Every single year, this is what the table looks like at this point.
It's crazy, man.
Without fail.
They're around 27.
And then they just something.
And do you know what? Last year was longer than it has been.
They were first for a while, but we kept saying it. Remember training? Well, they'll fall eventually, like they have to.
And then, so you wonder if it's like, obviously they've changed coach now, which will make a difference.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot of players that maybe psychologically,
I think so,
subconscious in their head, they are just like, when it gets to like round 15, 16, they're like, fuck, we're getting closer. Yeah. And then it just starts to bam, 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 we've been here before. And it's almost a learned habit subconsciously.
Comes a pattern.
Yeah. Like, what do you say? Like, say winning's a habit. Like, you need to...
We talk about it. We do this little huddle before the thing, and now we do one in the second half as well, just to remind them, because Chaz and Ahmed say, just enjoy it, which is true. Like, we just spoke about it, right? But you only enjoy it when you win. I've never lost and gone, fuck, that was fun.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was the exact same. Mind that last year, I wouldn't have the boys talk about a night out until a game was done. Like, it wasn't even a conversation.
Distraction.
We play a game and then we can decide what we're going to do after it, man.
Do the job and then
focus on this, get through. And that seems to be working. I think because of the cup situation, we sort of derailed it a bit, but it's a habit. It just becomes a habit, and you just got to drill it in. But when Taz called me to come and join Para, help him out, I was like, yeah, cool. That'll be a nice way to finish. I pulled Ahmed aside the other day. I said, bro, you said one season and we get promoted. I said, this is the second season. I'm still here. What's going on, man? What's going on? He just laughed. MPL3 is a weird, or League 2, it's a weird league, right? It's it's tricky.
It is tricky, yeah.
Yeah.
So is Tarek coaching now?
Tarek's coaching, yeah.
Because I played with him in a charity match when he did his knee.
Oh, were you playing in that?
Yeah, I was playing in that. And I saw him, obviously, like, we met a few times, don't know him that well, but I think we're on the same team in that game, I'm pretty sure. And I was on the other side of the field, but I saw it happen. And like anyone that's done the knee, like I've done it before, I just like when he was touching the back, you know, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I knew he was playing and he was still really keen to play with Parra. So it's good that he's coaching and he's still finding that.
It's helped him, like, because he tried to do the joint last year, the player coach thing.
Right,
And that was hard for him because he's still new to it. And yeah, he couldn't really fully dedicate, and he's got a lot going on outside of it. So he's kind of, I think he's enjoying it now. I think he's enjoying it.
Good.
I think he is.
But yeah. But we met each other at Rangers, so he came over. Yeah, and that's how we became mates, and we've always stayed in touch and stuff like that. So
Good bloke.
he is. He is.
Very good.
Big
Very
heart,
good
man.
guy. Very good guy.
That whole family, really big heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
So, looking at, right, your time at Rangers, you say, just picking one, you said it went a bit weird. What was weird about it?
Just the, how do you put it into words? The stuff at the top. I feel like it just, the good stuff that they build sometimes becomes derailed by decisions, or, you know, certain people maybe get ahead of themselves or think certain things. For Druitt, the problem was that the person, I don't want to say names and stuff, but there were people that thought that they could do everything instead of empowering others to do the job.
Yeah.
So then if you're trying to look after the club and you're trying to coach the team, it's hard, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's hard. So, you know, you spread too thin. And yeah, I don't know, just the recruitment, once Carlos left and these players left, they didn't replace them properly.
Carlos,
Salieri.
he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was
Very good.
He was very good.
Did you play against or with
Against
Carlos?
Yeah.
Mate,
Big
I
fella
was-
in goals, yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
good,
I actually was coaching at the Berries. This was years and years ago. And he put down a goal kick and he took it with his right foot and it went 70 yards, landed on somebody's. Let's put down the goal kick. And I'm watching him thinking, what the fuck are you doing here? He's walked up, smashed it with his left foot, 70 yards the other way, right onto someone's chest.
Wow.
But like nothing I've seen before.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Like,
It's a
but
bullet.
both feet like proper. It was unreal, man. That's a goalkeeper.
Yeah. And he loves it. He's very passionate.
Yeah, he's
as
still
well.
playing down Gold Coast now.
Gold Coast, yeah. He packed up the family and just went up. He just,
Wow.
I think he got
just.
promoted for work. and
Oh,
went
did
up
he?
there. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they weren't. Remember my story before when we didn't get paid for 8 months at Northern Spirit? I said, if I don't get paid on time, that's it, right? That really rubs me the wrong way. That's like something triggers me.
It's a principle. Yeah.
And Druitt, it was about 6 or 8 weeks. And I said to Stu, I said, mate, what's going on? And then it got to a point and I was like, no, that's it.
Done.
Yeah, that was the final straw because of where they were heading as well. And you
Yeah,
can
of
sort of
course.
see how it sort of unraveled a little bit for them. But yeah, anyways, it's,
So how long do you reckon you've got left at Parramatta?
I don't know, boys. Honestly, I don't know. I need to get into coaching. I got to do the badges. I don't know.
Do you want to coach?
Yeah, I'd like to. I just know I'm going to be really immersed, and to do it, I want to do it properly.
Younger, or do you see yourself with like young lads or older?
Probably think I'd rather do older.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to start with younger, like do like a 15s or a 16s team, and then grow from there, go up from there. But while I'm playing too, I don't know. I don't know how much longer I got.
Yeah, good.
I don't know.
As long as the body feels good.
That's great that the body feels good, man.
Yeah, just keep on. I don't miss, knock on wood, I don't miss games. Last year I had a grade 2 medial, just played through it.
Yeah.
I'm a psychopath. I don't know.
They don't make them like
You
they
gotta
used
be.
to do it.
You're like, right?
gotta be,
Yeah, otherwise you'd be out every second.
Oh, 100%, man. And that's why it rubs me up the wrong way. See, when you see kids going and get like, it's goalkeepers have got every part of their arm taped, and I'm like, what is that for?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Oh, but I'm out. Get it off.
Like the young ones come up and go, can I just get a rub?
Yeah.
Do you see that? Yeah.
14-year-olds, I need a rub before games.
We always talk about training with some of the young boys, like out with a cork or something.
Oh my god.
I mean, I get it. I don't want to
Oh
be
my
a doctor.
God.
Like, I don't want to be the doctor in case something happens to him. But I'm like, fuck, you fucking serious, bro? Like, or feeling a bit sore, not sure if I'm going to play. It's like, mate, when was the last time you played when you weren't sore? You know?
Wait till you get to my age.
Wake up
not been
sore.
sore since I was 11.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
seriously.
I agree, man.
Geordie Parfait has a cork, and so I like guilt the guys, right? Like, because you got the old bloke saying stuff. It's like, well, if he's playing, I can't. And he had a cork, and I was like, you got a bruise, Geordie. He's like, nah, it's a bad cork. It's a bruise, bro.
Yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Bit of a bully, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you need to be, but man.
Yeah.
Jesus
The
Christ.
standards are set.
No, I agree. I agree completely. It's interesting though. Like I didn't know much about you before you came on, and I think that listening to your story and your path, and it's really quite powerful. To be honest with you, in terms of like
Thanks, man.
what you've been through and becoming disenchanted, let's say, with the game for such a long period of time,
Yeah.
and finding love for it again. And now, as you say, being in a position where you are helping guide the young players at Parramatta with a view to potentially help them get involved in coaching, I think you've got a hell of a lot to give to the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which is
thanks, man.
Really,
Yeah.
really nice, man.
No, thanks. No, it's really nice to hear. Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Class, man. Predictions.
Oh,
Do you know what? I actually did all right last week. I'm
Did
blowing smoke up my own backside here, right?
what do we got?
Predictions, here we are. So round 8 last week.
You don't do every game, do you? You pick a few. Do you predict every game?
4 from each
4 from each league.
league. So
Okay.
12 in total.
Okay.
So Gary get 4. Oh, that's used. Robbie get 3. Kamada get 5, and I get 8 last week, right?
You got 8?
8 out of 12, and one of them was postponed,
Okay.
which was your game.
Para, yeah.
Who I had Parrammata, so I'm expecting a win to make that 9, please,
Right.
gentlemen.
Can't let him down.
So we've got again 4 from each. Pick Suddo in the games
I'll
this
pick for
week,
Gary.
'cause Gary's, yeah, you're Gary today.
That's
Gary's
fine.
going Olympic.
Gary, wait, hang in, Gary. The handsome version of Gary here is Claudio Fabiano.
Okay.
So gents, obviously home, away, draw. Olympic v Suddo.
I'll go Sutherland. Win.
Yep, Suther away.
I just think Olympic, like, I haven't watched much of them, but they got to get a move on, right?
I know, mate, but
They're not good. I don't know. I haven't seen much.
See what they scored at the weekend. It was
Yeah.
terrible defending for
Yeah.
Wolves, right? To put the boy through one-on-one.
Yeah, that's bad.
Kind of Solskjaer and the defender had a bit of a mix-up. He's walked round and put it in an empty goal.
Yeah.
Right? Besides that, it looked from the highlights like they'd
Really?
one shot from 30
All right,
yards.
go on,
Yeah.
Souther.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Souther.
Big game. Rockdale, St George, FC, Saints.
Saints. Yeah, I'll go Rockdale.
I'm going Rockdale too.
I'll go Rocky.
Both home.
Yeah.
Yep, home.
ST Raiders at home to Wolves.
Yeah.
It's a hard one, huh? I'm going to go. Can you choose a draw?
Of course you can, mate.
I would like to pick draw, please.
No problem. Since you asked so politely.
Lock it in, Chaz. Lock it in. Home.
You've gone SD, Chaz?
Yeah.
I'll go the draw as well.
And then Appy at home to Western Sydney Wanderers.
Up, yeah.
Up,
Yeah.
Right. MPL2. Tigers at home to Central Coast Mariners.
Tigers.
Yeah, Tigs. Oh, they're drawing now, aren't they? It's a funny one. How are Mariners going? Are they?
How are Mariners going?
Mariners lost 4-1 to Spartans at the weekend.
Right.
And then if we've got their table up here.
They're coming 11th.
Oh.
Wow, 2 wins. 3 draws, 3 losses.
Yeah.
I'll go Tigers.
Yeah, Tigers, yeah.
And I think Tigers drew with Jets, and last week they drew with Hills.
So decent, like
that's
top,
The
good teams.
Yeah, they equalised in the late on.
Scored late, yeah.
93rd minute, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Me too. Bankstown City Lions at home to Bulls. I'm going Bankstown City Lions.
Yeah, they're on a bit of a run at the moment. Bankstown.
Yeah, I'll go Bankstown as well.
I'll go draw there.
Draw. Bulls off the back of a wee 1-0 loss to Dully.
I
That's an
know
interesting
Nikolai,
one.
their coach.
Yeah,
I feel like I think did they batter them or they battered a few people? They had a really good preseason Bulls.
yeah, they beat Bankstown City in pre-season.
They did, right?
Yeah. Spartans at home to Bankstown. Canterbury Bankstown. Not Bankstown Berries.
Spartans.
Friday night.
Has to be Blacktown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Spartans.
Blacktown.
4 Spartans. Newcastle Jets at home to Western City Rangers.
Maybe draw this one.
Yeah. How are Rangers doing? Let me have a look. Rangers.
There you go. They are 10th.
10th.
3
Jets
wins.
underneath them.
Yeah.
1 win for the Jets.
5
They must be
draws.
young.
Yeah, it must be.
They
young.
must be very young.
5 draws.
I feel like I'm going to go Jets.
Yeah.
Let's go the
I'm going
upset.
Western City.
I'll go Jets as well.
Home.
Draw.
TV draw. Then on to MPL3, Mounties at home to Gleesville Red Magic.
Mounties.
Gleesville Red Magic spending the big bucks.
Mounties,
By the
yeah.
way, Patrick can tell me his goals. I think he's on 10 now.
Really?
Yeah, he's running away
He
now.
woke up
Did
after
he
us.
score against
yeah.
us?
No.
No,
he
he
hit the
won 6-0 or something.
6. Yeah, we had him. I had
He
him.
knew that. He just wanted to get you to say it.
And I've got right in that. You've got me, man. I know I'm coming. I'm sorry.
I wonder if Paddy's watching this. You reckon Paddy will watch
Hey,
this?
Paddy.
Yeah, I'll go Mounties.
Sydney Uni at home at Camden, by the way. Sydney Uni beat Hawkesbury 3-0 at the weekend.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I'm going to go uni.
I'm going to go Uni as well.
Yeah, uni.
Let me have a look at this.
Not great.
Nah.
Who they versing? Camden?
Camden.
Camden down the bottom as well. Sauce.
Are you Uni or Camden?
Uni. Yeah, uni.
Claus?
I'll go draw.
Draw. Bonnie Rig at home at South Coast Flame.
Bonnie Rig.
South Coast.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll go South Coast as well.
I'm going Bonnie Rig. And then Bankstown United at home to Central Coast United.
Bankstown.
Bankstown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here. Well, it's funny you talk about and tell me. So next Monday is Easter Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick can tell me he's coming on with Mikey Conestable, and it's
Nice.
our 100th episode
Wow.
next week, man.
That's
Well done, eh?
Mental, man.
How's it feel?
Mental. We started out as a carry on, and we'll just talk shite about football.
Yeah.
That's
Here
quality,
we are,
man.
100 episodes
Make a
later.
job
man.
out of
done.
talking shite. How good's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, it's madness, man.
That's great, man.
So yeah, we've got Tell Me and Mikey Conestable next week to celebrate 100.
Brilliant.
How good.
It's
I
great.
know.
I think everyone in the 3 leagues listens to it, but I hear people say stuff like, "Did you hear what they fucking said on this?" And that? It's great. It's great though. Like people are really paying attention.
I know you get random abuse from random people at random
Yeah.
points in your life, man.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, some people are really complimentary. Like they enjoy it, and we get like messages sent through being like, "I was struggling with such and such, and it's refreshing to have
Yeah.
How good's that?
that
Yeah.
listen for this period of time."
It's great.
Which is amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Like,
That's beautiful.
and it is. It's such again bigger picture. Like
Yeah.
it's such a. There's so many people involved in
Yeah.
this sport, this
Yeah.
wonderful sport that we are so fortunate to be involved in.
Yeah.
So it's like if we can increase awareness and have good conversations and again listening to people like yourselves, because before we started this we were very
there
like
was no platform.
you don't know anyone in NPL
Yeah.
football. Like you know this is
Yeah.
this person and this is that person, but you don't know what Justin does during the day. You don't
Yeah.
know where Travis has struggled. Like
Yeah.
getting to know people on a kind of more human level
Yeah.
is so refreshing because it's not easy. A lot of people have found things very difficult, and other people will be having the challenges that I've had or you've had, or and they don't know how to navigate them. So
Yeah.
just being able to relate is incredible, man.
Lifting the exposure, it's
100%.
honestly credit to you, man. Like I love
Thank you.
this. This is
Thank you,
this
I
is
appreciate
awesome.
it.
Yeah, no, this is really good, man. So keep it up.
Right, serious note, done. Thanks, gents.
Yeah, good episode, man. Yeah. Thanks for having us. What was that guy's name you said? The gaffer was the wank.